How's it going, everybody? Welcome back, boys. Hopefully you are having a good one. How's it going? How's it going? Let me get the music set up and ready to go. How's it going, everybody? Boys, it is time. You know exactly what time it is. It's time for the motherfucking 5v5 1v1 duels, boys. It is time, and it is, yes, EU. I'm going to try extra hard for the next week or so, or a couple weeks. Let's do that, to make sure that everybody is aware when EU duels are, when NA duels are. We haven't had this problem, and for some reason, maybe it's like the clocks, maybe it's like, you know, hours go back, go forward, whatever. It feels like during winter, everybody gets what's up, and then it's like transition before the summer. It's just like, what's going on? When are we doing? So I'm going to try to help you guys out. I'm going to try to post it as best as I can if I remember, but let me get the music back up and running. Who do we have in chat out of all the goddamn beauties in here, boys? What is up? We got ourselves Carrie, and April, Kren, how you doing, beautiful? Yaroslav, Puma, Chanel, we got El Capitano Toasty, how you doing, my man? April, Wesley, and Jennifer, how's it going? EU or NA? It is EU today, NA tomorrow, boys. For this stream, it is EU. For tomorrow's stream, NA. Let me get the all that setup going for the stream so webcam looks like, look at how smooth it is, dude. Look how smooth it is. Look how fucking smooth I am, dude. I'm like butter. That's as close to butter. Well, actually, no. I was gonna say it's as close to butter as I get, but dude, look at me, boy. Try to go for that cool tier and physique, dude. Nothing but butter. Alright, boys, let's get another one going, yeah? Let's get a duels up and running. I'm logging on to you, boys. Logging on to you, boys. Also, hopefully we hear something about Shadowlands. So, I don't want to blow smoke up anyone's ass, but it is PAX East right now. A lot of game announcements are happening. There's a good chance Blizzard could put something about Shadowlands to try to steal the show a little. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, we're still around. Even if they don't bring anything to PAX East, they could still be like, yo, here's some, like, I don't know. I'm guessing either they'll make alpha streamable or YouTubeable that you can make videos on, or like early alpha when nothing really happened, or put up more abilities that we're getting back as classes, or Covenant stuff. That's what I'm thinking. That's what my guess is. Anyway, let's log on over on EU. No guarantee, but that's what I'm thinking would be a strategy. Like, if I were doing the Blizzard stuff, dude, I've been following this fucking company for so fucking long. I'm starting to think like they do, dude. You gotta think like the corporations to get into the mines. Alrighty, let's get some duels going, yeah? If you guys got a groups, let me know. Oh shit, the Abomination. Oh my god, dude, that looks insane. Look at the Abomination crew, dude. They're already lined up and ready to go. Oh, that's awesome, dude. I had to fucking record it. Where the fuck is the rogue guy? Hey man, how's it going? Oh, was that you? I can't tell which one of you switched, dude. I can't tell which one it was. Oh my god, that's so fucking awesome, dude. Look at that. Oh, that's fucking cool. We got the fucking Abomination crew, dude. Holy shit, let's go, dude. That's so awesome. Oh my god, even this guy joined in. It looks so fucking cool. Oh my goodness. Which one of you is which? I can't tell which one of you was the real one, dude. Both of you look exactly the same. Holy shit. Alright, we got Candy here. Hopefully A-Bomb boys get to join in too, dude. That'd be so cool if they had the 5-man group of just A-Bomb boys, man. I am. Oh my god, I can't tell which one is real, dude. That's you? I think you talked. Or maybe you. There's two mages, dude. Their names are so similar. I can't tell. There's two warlocks, two death knights. I can't fucking. Oh my god. RP guild? Dude, this is some of the best RP I've ever seen. Holy shit, dude. Oh my god, add me, Dalaran. Do I not have you added? What the fuck? What's your real ID, dude? Dalaran hashtag 1340, man. Let me just do this. Can I just do this? Hold on. Add Battletech friend. Beautiful. I think that should be it, right? Alrighty, we got Candy and we got Loopy available, boys. Holy shit, that was... Oh, that was so cool and a little intimidating at the same time, dude. You know what I mean? That was a little intimidating, but like in the coolest fucking way possible. Alright, let me go get my duels mix going first. Yeah, just to make sure we have the music set up, because the next few songs are more chill in the playlist. So we're gonna get ourselves a good old in here. Yeah, that's so cool, dude. Alrighty, let's go for invite Spectator Match. We got Candy in here first and McLoopy as well. McLoopy the poop RP. I didn't have anything good to rhyme with that one. Holy shit, dude. I actually did not have any good to rhyme. This one guy's multi-boxing. I don't think he is. I think it's an RP guild, dude. Or maybe it is. I don't think it is. I think it's actually people organized. That's so fucking cool, dude. Oh my god. So Twitch, we got ourselves and the team blue. First up, as team red is set. Oh wait, we actually no. We got the god himself. Tasty's back, boys. We gotta introduce team red. Are you Dark Iron still? You are Dark Iron. Oh my god, he's got a little corruption. It's just not really showing that much. Just a little corruption, you know what I mean? He's trying to hide it for the most part. You can barely see it. But Toasty's back, boys. We got Toasty here too. I think it's Affliction, maybe Destruction this time. We got ourselves Zabbix as Assassination, what I would guess. We got ourselves Ajax in here as a Paladin, man. Looking pretty good. And then we got ourselves Carrie as well. Probably more of the Fire Mage. Yep, I'm looking at the shield. It should probably tell me that it's a Fire Mage. We got Ager in here. Ager? I don't know how to say your name, honestly. Doug's Brian here as well. Ooh, the maw has consumed him. We got ourselves Jig, we got ourselves Loopy Hunt, and we got ourselves Devilik. His name is Devilik in Russian. But that's gonna be it. I was got ourselves, how do you say your name? Ager? We'll call him Ager. We'll call him Ager, dude. He's gonna age his enemy. He's gonna drain the life. He's a Maga or Death Knight, actually. Carrie starting out with a big old breath, and it's gonna go for Greater Power. Could that be a pet stun out of Ager? Looks like he's not gonna go for pet stun. He got himself the army, but everything is frozen. It looks like it's gonna be a second Greater Power Blast into so much damage, shrinking it. Absolutely nothing there. Panicked a little bit. Took a lot of damage. That was Breath of the Dying opener by Carrie. Oh my goodness, Carrie, you also got your cloak proccing right now. What was that burst in the opener, by the way? It looks like Carrie's just gonna pop the damage off onto Jig. Jig flying up in the air, trying to see if he can make it rain from above. Does he have the cloak too? Greater Power go for free. That's actually gonna be identical onto Carrie, taking quite a bit of damage. So it looks like the Demon Hunter actually got quite a setup onto Carrie. It looks like he's gonna need to recover a little bit of health, get it with the breath, still holding onto Trinket and getting interrupted onto the Ivy. That's gonna be Twisted Appendage from Carrie, sitting in that sitting in a Metamorphosis as well as in Darkness, trying to avoid some of the damage from the Fire Mage in Cap, coming out onto Carrie, or in prison rather, into a Metamorphosis right after. Should be able to get himself quite a bit of leash right now. Meteor is still going to crash down on him. Could that be enough? Is that going to be the end to the Demon Hunter? It looks like it's going to be the end. I think Carrie actually might have used Breath of the Dying there to score the execute kill. Another Imprison coming out onto the Mage, immediately going to hit the Breath, probably onto Devilik. Are we going to see a Trinket out of Devilik? Could be a massive Breath of the Dying out of Mage, but no, going to be a Trinket out of Devilik, burning it a little bit early, getting stunned to Carrie. Is going to be repolymorph into another Greater Power. Could be again Breath playstyle out of Carrie right now. Is going to get Metamorphosis right now, trying to see if he can cut the Mage off. Gonna get hit with a Nova, but that's going to be also stars raining down onto the DH. Does catch up to Carrie. Is going to stun him short. Lethorus is on him. Carrie's trying not to cast too many spells, but still ended up going for that Breath either way. Fire Blast actually maintaining Lethorus. He's actually just nuking himself with the Lethorus. Greater Power Blast is going to do percentage damage into the Ring of Frost, taking the damage, but he said, you know what, I'm going to go for the Greater Power Blast. I am going to go for the kill. Still doing damage to himself. That's going to be more Fire Blast. Actually might melt himself. Carrie, look at your own hell. Had to stop for a second. Got himself a shield. He's just taking so much of that Lethorus damage. Actually going to be cauterized. Eyes blocked it immediately. He's going to try to see if he can finish off the DH. Actually going to go for an Invis under. Carrie actually almost ended himself due to Lethorus, on a talent you never see from Demon Hunters. But as long as you keep casting offensive cast spells at enemies, that means CC, that means damage. As long as Carrie continues to cast while I think is on him, it's going to do percentage damage and refresh on him. You basically just got to stop for a second. But he was just honestly nuking himself, and Devilik had himself a nice setup. If he's going to get controlled, he might as well have an extra ability. Let Carrie do the damage, but then he's going to nuke himself down. I-Beam finally coming out for Devilik. Maybe he can turn this around. He's going to get himself a blur. Needs to recover quite a bit of health to regain the advantage he has. Carrie can turn this damage around at any moment. While Carrie is low on health, no Icebuck available. Could actually be the end of the hero. Let's just coming out. Carrie has to use Polymorph in order to stop him. Is he going to continue using it? Actually could nuke himself with Ring of Frost is going to do even more damage to him. Actually, no. Devilik gets out of the ring pretty early. Carrie doesn't really have a lot of down. He goes, and Devilik does end up making that perfect play, forcing the Mage to just, hey, you want to go offensive? You want to polymorph me all day? You want to check out Greater Power? hunters, you know what? You're gonna have to be punished for every one of those. You're gonna get taxed on it, dude. That's some big taxation. No representation for the Mage. Down goes Kenny after nuking Ager completely and taking out Jig pretty quick. That's gonna be Toasty with that affliction. It's gonna go for big haze buff, trying to stop up a bunch of UAs onto Devilic, just trying to get those things ranked up on him back to back. Gonna be Dark Glare right now. It's going to be a bit of a horror effect on Devilic. He does trick it out of it. Still super low in health. Toasty, if he can just run, let the dots do work onto Devilic. He's just going to continue moving out of there. That's going to be Lethoros and Toasty. He needs to minimize the amount of cast he goes for. Actually lagging a little bit. Doesn't jump off the bridge. I think that lag helped him out a little bit. A bit of lag situation going on for him. Devilic does get himself a little bit extra leech going on with that Metamorphosis. Should be able to recover quite a bit of health. Toasty still has Lethoros, and Devilic is just not going to interrupt a single spell. Let Toasty melt to the Lethoros. Let him keep casting. Let him keep draining himself. And that's going to be Fear Spam. But Toasty, every cast he goes is percentage damage right now to him. Instead of the Stable Affliction, not doing enough damage, and that was perfect for Devilic. Double caster eliminated back to back. The Russian Demon Hunter is not playing around. Next up is going to be yet another caster for Team Red. I love how much magic damage they got going on, as Tasty is going to be up next as the Elemental Shaman God from the days of yore. Looks like we'll see if Tasty still got him, but it's been a while since I've seen him. I think the pet does miss the meteor. Still catching the Demon Hunter with a lightning lasso, and should be able to get him close enough. Maybe enough damage. I think that was one more meatball to take down the Demon Hunter at the very end. Very well done by Tasty, stopping the Demon Hunter's reign there. Loopy Hunt actually went up to Tasty. I think for a bit of an auto deal. Tasty already got to tag him. It's going to be stunned onto the Shaman. Does go for a Trinket. Going to be a knockback onto Loopy. The pets actually don't get knocked off, so the pets are going to do a little bit of odd strike damage. Tasty is going to go for a Hex on one of the pets. It's so huge because of Visual Wrath. It's going to dip down for Loopy Hunt. Is going to hit him with a couple of meatballs. Instant cast. Loopy got quite a bit of damage to him. That's going to be big Earth Shocks and Lightning Bolts for Tasty. Just got him some massive instant cast to just mess around with the Beastmaster Hunter. Loopy quite low on health. It's going to be Lightning Lasso while he looks like he's sitting in Corruption. Or maybe that's Loopy's Corruption for Tasty, but that is a corrupted zone right now for one of them. And it looks like maybe Loopy Hunt is the one sitting in it. Maybe that was intended for Tasty. It's very hard to tell because my character shows up. I think it's actually Loopy's. I think it's Loopy's because Loopy is Horde. So it looks to me on my screen as a friendly corruption, not an enemy corruption. I think that's how these things work. I could be wrong though. It's going to be a mark for death for Lurk's Body. He's the last man left on Team Blue, having to fight for his right to keep fighting on to the next one. Tasty knocking him back immediately. It's going to be Outlaw Rogue versus Elemental Shaman. The Outlaw Rogue has a bit of outplay, short stuns, gouges, interrupts, and quite a bit of sustained damage. Could be good, but every time he gets caught in that light lasso, he's just going to be like any other rogue, not looking healthy. Tasty just used Breath of Dawn on him. Not going to see that thing for quite a bit of time. Dirtbite just trying to see if he can minimize the damage out of Tasty. Did go for a killing spree, which allowed for Tasty to go for a full hex. Nothing you can do about it. And Tasty should have a bunch of Instacasts available. Short gouge doesn't keep him CC'd for too long. Tasty got plenty of Instacasts going on. That's going to be stun on Dirkbine. The dude trade stuns, and Dirkbine is going to trick at his stun to try to see if he can back out of there. Tasty still has lightning in the jar right now. Wants to unleash it. I believe he still has lightning in his hands. Maybe not. I guess Stormkeeper is out of the question for now. Dirkbine get him back in. Could be any moment until another lightning lasts out of Tasty. Could go for big damage. Short stun onto Tasty. Gonna get a knockback to Dirkbine. Does he get to go far enough away? Does Earth Shock him, and he does grapple away. One more global is needed for Tasty to end this right now. Just needs to get right to him with the lightning lasso. Does get hit with a gouge. Does not stop him quite yet. Blind. Does he choose to trinket it? The Fire Elemental is trying to keep Dirkbine in combat. Gonna be a vanish out of the rogue. Does he have any dots on him? Flame Shock? Or maybe the pet dot? He does have something to break him out of stealth. He's gonna go for a little bit of a self-heal right now, trying to maintain himself as best as possible. Tasty is going to pick up the eyes, does not want to play the games this rogue is playing right now. His cloak, also procced right here, is going to get to tag. Dirkbine does hit him with a light lasso. Is there quite a bit of damage with that cloak? Proc is quite a lot. Big Earth Shock to follow. Cloak of Shadows coming out for Dirkbine. Does go for a sipping up right now. Only 80% dampening. Short stun on Tasty. Knocking the rogue back, which does give him the opportunity to reset and catch himself line of sight. Might not be perfect for Tasty to knock this rogue back ever, unless you're knocking him out in the open. Does try to get a stun totem once. It does tag him, but it's very heavily DR'd. Does land a gouge on Tasty before he gets to close the gap. Has lightning in the bottom right now. Wants to unleash the thunder But is he going to be able to at all? Dirksbind does finally connect with him. The Earthbind Totem is going to slow him down quite a bit. And Tasty, still more Instacast available, trying to kite Dirksbind a little bit. Is going to trick it out of that stun. Could be bad. Does Dirksbind have anything? It's going to get a twisted appendage onto Tasty. They're exchanging channels of one another. Both of them are quite low. It could be actually Tasty getting turned around upon. Is going to wall this damage. Dirksbind looking to catch himself a reset. This rogue is not going down without a fight. He just sprinted out of there, leaving only the dust behind his feet for Tasty to see if maybe he can find him. Trick available for Dirksbind for the next stun. Does parry up a little bit early here. And looks like he's going to get Reflame Shock. Parry not doing anything against Tasty here. Is going to have that Earthbind Totem slowing him down too, so it's quite bad. Tasty is actually going to get cheap shotted on, so it looks like Dirksbind did catch himself a reset, could go for a stun from a distance, and still continuing to run away from Tasty as best as possible. Grappling up actually, so he's just going to get a whole new elevation, just trying to continue creating a line of sight away from Tasty. Still instacast R proc onto Dirksbind, still not in a favorable position whatsoever. 9 minutes into this duel. And he's trying to make it happen here, man. Blind onto Tasty, no chicken available. Does pop out the Fire Elemental. So that's going to be Tasty's Fire Element kind of wasted here. Could that be Sap? Oh, what? What was that? Actually got hit with Light Lesson before. The Stealth came out. Does get a short stun on Dirksbind as he gets up between the eyes onto Tasty. The Elemental needs to get in a good position right now to get some value damage onto the Rogue as he's continuing to run. The mobility for Dirksbind, just he has a way out. He has a plan B for every situation. Plan C, plan D, plan E, XP. That's going to be big. Duster got tricky coming out for Dirksbind, but I think the pet for Tasty actually split the damage, so he split the difference there. Not good for Dirksbind at all. He's going to go for a kill spirit and Tasty, hoping for any corruptions to proc during that moment. Lightning Lasso might be the end of him, and no cloak of shadows, and down he goes. Tasty wins that duel at the very... I just realized you have a bare chest, but he wins that duel at the very end. And I feel like the casters here today played super well. Look at that, dude. Carrie came out, master blasting people to death. A Demon Hunter came in and just shut down a couple of those casters. And then came back Tasty, obliterating everybody, dude. I actually picked up my Shaman not long ago. Like I was doing a Warfront just now on my Shaman is on my... Oh my god, there's even more Abominations here, dude. Well, look, 1, 2, 3 as rogues. Is there gonna be more of you boys? Oh my goodness. We got ourselves also Ali, got a group. Okay, we got ourselves Teppa with a group. Kenny, one-shot him there, but didn't manage to. Yeah, meant to one-shot him. Nah, you're good, man. You actually one-shot the Death Knight. You're fine, Kenny. You're fine. Alright, who do we get next? Do we go for Ali as well as Teppo? I think we go for the variety, yeah. Let me get Ali here going and Teppo. And we can get Kenny versus Jack, because Kenny didn't really get to play, so that's how we'll do it, yeah? DH with the eye. Yeah, DH with the eye was actually a really good play, wasn't it? Milan Gurchi, add me? Okay, do you have me added? Did you add me before? I want to go 5v5 Abominations. Let me see if I can just do this. Who hasn't been online in a while? Vinci hasn't been online. Okay, then I'm going to add you. Abomination. Real ID. Hopefully that worked. Let me get Ali in here and Teppo Pucked. I did add you? Okay. First one up. Wait. Oh. Okay, that works. Perfect. That works out. Let me get Ali and Tep up real quick, and we'll get the Abominations rolling up next, okay? We'll get Jack versus the Abominations. How does that sound? Yeah, so just add me on Real ID, and I think that'd be so cool, dude. Team Abomination versus Jack and his team, dude. That'd be so cool. What's the Shaman's name? Tasty. Tasty has been around here for a while, man. Tasty is a legend in here, in these parts of town. But yeah, anyway, I've been playing a little bit of Elemental Shaman. It's actually so fun, a PvE style, right? So I'm just PvEing things, but it's actually quite a fun playstyle. I missed it. I'm not gonna lie, I actually kind of missed it. It was so cool. How to join? I'll show you guys how to join right after this one. But if Kren can help him out, that'd be great. Even down, what's up, Sandal? Switch. We got ourselves team. Let's go with Team Blue. Check out the boys. We got ourselves Jamelt AB. We got ourselves AB Red with a big old mount. I do like the way that mount looks. Look at that thing. Yoink. Yoink in the back end. We got ourselves Law in here. We got Mun. We got ourselves Thanatos as well. And Mage coming in as a fire. Ooh. I like the skin free weapon. Baby Lava. Is there Baby Lava in here? Is one of those things baby lava, or is that you baby lava? We got ourselves Athaman as a team rat with Benji. Benji going to be going up first as a scuba diving paladin. We got ourselves Juin in the back of the Boomy Warport as I think Destruction, and we got ourselves Mystic as a rogue. Went from the human rogue to I'm gonna say Nightborn. The Void Elf rogue. Big blood of the enemy coming out for Benji. Gonna be a Karma coming out for Law. Benji gonna go for a big old Shield of Vengeance. That Karma is ticking down on him quite a bit. It's gonna be disarmed to Benji bubbling this out. Was it Benji's blood of the enemy, or was it Law's blood of the enemy? Because if it was Law's, then Law is going to be down to cooldown. But it looked like it was Benji the one that used it. But Benji going to be down to bubble. No Shield of Vengeance. Is actually quite in the open. Law just needs a couple more kobolds in order to take him down. Benji just tried to stay as mobile as possible, trying not to get caught in a Fist of Fury. Gonna be Shaky coming out for that Incap, even before Alexi comes out. So this man is just trying to stay ahead of the curve right now. Law slowed down, having to go for the Vivifies. Cannot catch up to Benji. Giving Benji plenty of time to let his forbearance fall off. He's going to cycle probably into the Blessing of Protection next, and then later into Shield of Vengeance right after. Fist of Fury locking him down for a second. Has a Hammer of Justice to break up the Fist. Actually, did quite a bit of damage to Law. Wings are up and ready. Could be the end. Oh my god. Benji took him down in a big setup. It was just planning for a good one. That Hodge is all you needed. This man got quite a bit of damage behind him. And Mun is going to be up next, trying to go for a leap fear onto Benji. Blessing of Protection coming out for this man just to stay as mobile as possible. I feel like he could have probably held back that Blessing of Protection. But I was quite a bit of damage for him either way that he's going to take from Mun right now. The Blessing Protection could have been used as more of a defensive, but he just wanted to prevent CC. Looks like he is playing blood of the enemy, popping blood onto Mun. He's going to be him tricking out of the Hammer of Justice, and Benji not looking all that good. Has Hand of Freedom. Mun is going to reconnect. Next seconds are coming down. Oh, and looks like Mun did take him down. I believe the Twilight Devastation came from the Warrior. Just slice a good portion of Benji's health out of it, man. Probably should have saved that Blessing of Protection until a little bit later, but that TD probably would have done him in though, either way. Imagine popping yourself at low, it's like, haha, the Warrior can't do anything. Bam, massive beam from the sky just slices through your health. It looks like Mun is the one with the TD procs. Instant disarm onto Athaman. Athaman cannot really do much right now, but he's setting up. He got himself wings up and running. Is that the middle long wings? So real wings. Looks like it's going to be some big damage onto Mun. Does have himself reflect. Athaman needs to make sure not to Hodge himself during that moment. And Mun's just trying to maximize the damage. Hodge coming down. As he goes late. Enraged Regeneration. Does that keep him alive? Actually, barely alive. Commanding Shout right after. Charge heal off of Athaman. Maybe does go into that Invis portal. Athaman just trying to stay away from the enemy. Mun trying to see if he can find him, but he recovered quite handily through that Hammer of Justice burst out of Athor. Mun is not going to have any more defenses left, and Athor got a second set of wings, rolling stun onto Athor. Actually, perfect stun for Mun right now. Might want to get away from Athaman, does disarm him. The wings actually didn't do anything, so for Mun, it's perfect. You still wait until about, I think about minute 0.6 before wings are back up for Athor. I'm pretty sure all Paladins are running. If not, Vision of Perfection Major, at least Vision of Perfection Minor to reduce the cooldown on the swings. And even every other one of those Hammer of Justices still does work. Athaman actually bopping himself out of the fear. Mun not looking all that good. Looks like he might just go down. And Athaman does take him out with a hammer at the end. Did not give this warrior an opportunity to recover. Didn't even go for Shield of Vengeance. Went for straight out Blessing of Protection and just used it offensively. Thanatos is up next, as Athaman tried to see if he could kite him around, hitting him with that hand or hindrance for the slow. Thanatos popping in an early Metamorphosis, trying now to catch up to Athaman. Shield of Vengeance coming in for the Paladin. Looks like it's going to be the corruption effect for Thanatos. Trying up in the air, trying to see if he can make it rain onto Athaman. Got to clip him once, broke through that Shield of Vengeance, but Athaman still looking very healthy right now. Look at his health, man. Even his cloak is proccing right now. It should be maximizing the damage with that cloak if he has wings. That to the 3,000, unless it's reducing PvP. 3,000 strength, agility, or intellect buff. That's basically an unused trinket worth of stats, and looks like Atha is not going to be maximizing it. How long does that effect last for? Like 12 seconds? I actually don't remember. But that's a strong cloak right now, dude. It adds so much extra burst damage when it procs right now. It is absolutely insane. Next up, Thanatos just mounting up, trying to stay away from Athaman. Does not have Metamorphosis, does have I-beams though to get him into the demonic meta. That's going to be short, but he doesn't have the big cooldown anymore. Still has himself an opportunity regardless. Stun onto Atha, Blade Dance to follow. Hodge coming out, does have a trinket, does go for the trinket as the wings come out for Atha. It's going to be Darkness early. Athaman looks like he's the one who took more damage through that wings than Thanatos did, but for Atha, was that real wings? Or was that his middle-long wings? Actually, gonna be Gladiator's Breach for Athens. He's just gonna go invis. That just actually went up and started pelting him downwards. I wish he had Spectral Sight for this one to be able to see Atham, and Atham making sure to boop him as he's getting down towards the ground. That just tried to stay near the corrupted zone that he threw down with a trinket. Stun onto Atham. Could be the end here. Bubble might be coming down for Atham unless he's careful. He deep rocking for either one of those guys. I can't even tell at this point. Atham, make sure not to get interrupted in the cast. Twisted appendage onto Atham. Could be end for him. Trying not to use bubble right now. Healing himself with a crucible. Shield Avengers to keep himself afloat. Thanatos might just go down if that shield pops. Metamorphs is back for the guy. Make sure you don't pop that Shield Avengers anywhere near you, my guy. You could be in a very... Oh my god, that shield slapping him back right in the face. That was just unfortunate. And X-Mage is just trying to see if he can get a bubble out of Atham. Got the bubble, forced that combustion out of him. He went for a lucid dream just to get a bunch of fire blasts in there. So Atham is going to have to play quite a long game against X-Mage. This is a mage. He did pop combustion, but Greater Powers is still going to give him an opportunity to get himself a setup. Athaman is a paladin, so he's really going to have a hard time getting kited by X-Mage. Blinks, roots, breath. Any of this doesn't mean it slows, honestly. So Athaman is going to have to play very, very safe here. That's why he's repositioned to this pillar. How is X-Mage going to approach this man? He needs to set up Greater Pyros. He needs to land a big meteor, and essentially he just needs to get Athaman away from any pillars to give him as least of opportunity to do anything. He needs to really put Athaman in a false sense of encouragement there. Oh, Hammer of Justice coming out as Dragon's Breath actually breaks a little early. Polymer still coming out in Atha. He's going to adapt out of it. That's perfect for X-Mage. Does get an over into Atha. Hand of Freedom is going to follow as he gets a slow into X-Mage Temporal to try to counter some of the damage. Trying to Ring of Frost. Greater Power Blast is coming out. It's going to get hit with a brick a little bit early before the Mage blinks. Polymorph to Atha still happens. It is going to be short. Does freeze him, so that's going to be fully DR'd and polymorphs. No going to happen. Shield event is coming up as he gets hit by Greater Pyroblast. Trying to get that shield to pop back into X-Mage. Could be big enough burst right now. X-Mage does have Cauterize coming out. Athaman just pop wings on top of the damage to increase everything he's doing already. So X-Mage just might have to sit it. That was the minute-long wings by the looks of it with Atho. Those wings did not last long at all, so it's going to still have quite a burst available. Try to repoly. Is that DR'd? Does break the DRs. Finally able to do damage. Athaman doesn't have bubble. X-Mage is going to go for another Greater Pyro. He still could be down for the count right now. Could be anything out of Atho. Oh, running by and just cleaving him down. Didn't even give the boy a chance. That guy just tried to go bowling with Atho. Did not work out. And ABG is up next to the red. Athaman has nothing left. He got himself 40 seconds on the Shield Avengers. 42 seconds on a Blessing Protection. Try to go invisible. Actually trinket it just to make sure he can go invis. And ABG actually cannot see him. Perfect invis trinket out of Atho to just continue surviving through all that burst out of ABG. He piped himself Shield Avengers, wings, and everything. Does that give Athaman enough time? Trick it out of Athaman's Hammer of Justice. Atho does see that ABG is running the tentacle. So the Mind Flay tentacles need to be eliminated immediately. He needs to make sure he has a dodge for it or a Blade of Justice or something. But Atho, 10 seconds left on the defensive, does get himself wings, needs to heal himself through his wings if possible, trying to turn this damage around onto ABG. He getting hit with a Hammer of Justice, cannot stop this Hammer of Justice right now. Shield Avengers could be available, does have Blessing of Protection, Bubble still available for ABG, could be going down, bubbling a little bit early. Athaman is still pretty vulnerable right now, trying to heal as much as possible. Looks like ABG is on a retreat, which is going to give Athaman that sweet opportunity to catch up on health. Looks like he decided, you know what, bubble down, I could take advantage of this, might be the burst he needed, and he does clap down ABG at the end. What is this bird? That's up in the air. Where did you come from, little guy? Oh, look at that, dude. Athaman. Oh my god, dude. Gladiator's Breach. The invis. Did you only kill 4? Really? Was it Benji that got it? Yeah, Benji did get a kill with a Blessing of Protection. You're right. Oh my goodness, boys. Dude. Red Rogue versus Blue Rogue. Stun coming out a little bit early. A-Bomb Blue is actually going to go for a cheap shot. As he played Subtlety, it's going to be the Outlaw Red versus Subtlety Blue. Actually, Subtlety Blue is going for big damage. Big Twisted. Appendage coming out. Double Twisted for him. The Red Rogue is having to eliminate those immediately. He's playing Outlaw. Parry coming out by the Red Rogue pretty early on. Blue Rogue has got himself evasion up and running. He's looking to maybe kite around a little bit. The Red Rogue catching him with a stun. Twisted Appendage coming out. Actually, might have the burst. Tricky coming out for the Blue Rogue. But down it goes. The Outlaw Rogue ends up hammering him down. Got himself quite a bit of good corruption procs. Looking for maybe a little bit of a sip pickup right now. It looks like the Warlock is up next. Now let's not rogues. I can go the Lock of the Rogue. That's going to be a little bit easier. Oh, instant trinket coming out for the Blue Warlock. Very interesting how that does. There's going to be a little bit of a succubus CC with a core effect after fear to follow. CC chain coming out, and the Warlock is going to be dropping down the massive infernal abomination red rogue, looking for a vanish. Actually grappling now, does get himself quite a bit of a proc for stats. Cloak to proc on top of it as well. Still trying to get back in there, trying to let the corruptions do work. Smoke bomb coming out. Not like he can really do much with the smoke. Actually can use it for line of sight. Does it just an advantage. Attacking the Warlock right now. Short stone onto the rogue. The Warlock is going to try to see if he can line of sight the corruptions. And it's going to be a blind to follow onto the Warlock right now. If only he had this freaking available. A-bomb though. The red rogue still not looking healthy. He does have the succubus attacking him. That could be quite a bit of damage from that thing, with a rain of fire too, keeping the rogue in the open. Cataclysm around the corner. Does it tag him? It does not. So the rogue has been able to do quite well here, actually. It's going to get CC'd a little bit with a horrific fear to follow. A-bomb, the Warlock might have himself quite a bit of damage. Cancel trying to come out. Grapple hook does put themselves next to one another, and A-bomb, the rogue, got himself quite a bit of healing. Going for the undead ratio for the succubus CC to break it ASAP. Does have himself twisted appendage proc, and stun might be the end to the Warlock right here with a crucible right after. Does get himself a Warlock health, so needs to eliminate the appendage, but a bike does run over him. The Death Knight Abomination is up next. As Unholy, it looks like he's going to be getting the full army of the dead rolling. The A-bomb rogue is going to go for a cloak of shadow, still getting him with a stun. Vanish coming out right now. If only the Death Knight can see and maybe find him. Does pop AMS, IBF, but it looks like he's not going to be able to find the rogue at all, dude. This is so difficult, by the way, to tell like what. Who? Because everybody's named up boss. I'm trying to go by Death Knight and team colors, and I don't know if that's helping anybody at all. Abomination though is going to be picking up the eye. The Death Knight picking up the eyeball. Could be sending the pet actually at the rogue. If he gets the pets while his eyes available, he could get the pet to at least break the rogue out of stealth. Would deny him the cheap shot. Abomination, the rogue, is going to go for that adrenaline rush after the short stun onto the Death Knight, and is looking to maybe get a little bit of damage. Popping and parry to stay offensive. They're getting him with a stun. Trickets out of that stun, and is just trying to stay and keep the mobility, keep the damage going. The Death Knight, however, got himself quite a bit of self-healing rolling. It looks like the rogue have went through all the stuns. The DR is pretty there, so A-bomb right now, the Death Knight, it's really up to him to get a bit of healing, unless those tentacle slaps are going to do quite a bit of damage. He's getting quite a good amount of procs on them. And those tentacles are actually quite good for Outland, especially with all the haze buffs you can get. You can get more procs per minute. It's AMS coming out for the Death Knight, not looking like he's going to be able to live this much longer. Dipping down in health little by little. No IBF available. Does go for a massive death strike right there as he gets hit pretty hard by A-bomb, the rogue. Blind and a vanish coming out for the rogue as he's looking to catch a reset as the Necrotics will start to stack up on him. Carrying a couple of Crimson Vials, trying to see if he can make a play here. Go Abomination. I know, right? Go A-bomb, dude. Now Abomination summoned an Abomination. Now there's even more Abomination in this arena, dude. Way too many Abominations for a single arena. This would have been great if all of them were undead Death Knights. Literally all of them. And they all used Abominations. Looks like the buy coming out for the rogue does get to split some of the damage through the Death Knight, but as the DK gets the army rolling, the rogue does end up taking him out. The Corruption Tentacle, the Twisted Appendage, ends up doing quite a bit of work. Next up is going to be the Arcane Mage Abomination versus the Outland Rogue Abomination. Still sticking it out, still hanging in there, dude. The A-bomb versus A-bomb gameplay. It's just the champion of Team Red. Team Blue is getting shredded little by little. A-bomb, the Arcane Mage, looking to get some slows and some damage onto A-bomb with a Rod Cross and Wooded All dot. Trying to blink away from the rogue as best possible. It's going to be a bit of a blade rush by A-bomb to close the gap, but it's going to be a back blink for the Arcane Mage. Smoke Bomb does come out for the rogue for a second. Blink it into offensively onto the rogue. Twisted Appendage does tag him. Needs to make sure he's line of sighting that thing as best possible. Does try to go for a bit of invis. The appendage does latch back onto him, and that could be a quick stun by the rogue in order to take out the mage. Does roll himself quite a bit of buffs and also quite a bit of healing. Look at his health, man. He's looking very, very healthy right now. Extremely healthy for this man. He's going to get a small zap onto A-bomb. Arcane missiles are coming out onto the rogue for a second. Does get a stun onto Abomination. He's going to trick it out with Arcane missiles to follow. Just continue to Arcane missiles. Could be enough pressure. Cloak of Shadows is available for the rogue if he needs it. Vanish also available. Try to build combo points with the pistol shots. The next stun could be the end of this mage. Might be forcing out a cooldown here or two. Is going to get a stun. Cannot reach him though. The Crucible is coming out. Pistol shotting him from a distance as much as it can. Trying to keep the damage going. Is going to go for a bit of that Blade Rush. Blink away for Abomination right now with Arcane missiles to follow. Is that going to be enough though? Has cooldowns rolling. Quite a bit of CDs though. Short stone onto the Mage. Does get himself a temporal blind coming out. Is he a trinket out of it? I don't think he was. Whoa, looks like the other Mage came out on early. I think he probably thought that the Archimage was mostly dead, and he kind of wanted to run in there and do some damage. But I guess it's only Fire Blast. At least Fire Blast don't really do that much. Abomination does force the Ice Block out of the Mage. Does go down. Why is low? The Mage is trying to end him right now. Cloaking Shadow is coming out for the combustion. And he's going to see if he can maybe survive the Mage burst right now. The combustion didn't really get that much value on it. But still, it is a Fire Mage, could do quite a lot. Nova coming out a little bit early. Cheap Shot coming out for Abomination. The Abomination is going to be quite a bad spot right now. Breath coming out for Abomination. Trying to see if he can Greater Power Blast Abomination. Actually, no, cancel it for Ring of Frost. Does catch a Greater Power Blast. It's going to be the end of Abomination. Has a Trinket. Could Trinket. Does not Trinket. Maybe running Relentless. And down he goes. Unless he uses Rachel a little bit earlier. Finally, Abomination gets to play. I can't believe they did dirty to Abomination. He's the last one left, but finally Abomination finally is going to be able to play and do something, man. Polymorph coming out by the Mage into Greater Pyro. Abomination is running the stars, Infinite Stars. This is going to be quite good for the Warlock. Abomination get locked out for a second, trying to go for another Greater Power Blast. Leap target though, Infernal crashing down on his head. Gas bolts are coming up and they're going to be doing burst damage soon. But Abomination does catch himself quite a bit of that. Quite a quick interrupt there for a second. Another Greater Power is going to just chuck down. Fear trying to come out, not going to let the Fear happen. Did blink away for a second. Abomination not really looking good, while Abomination is looking very, very good. How could those things both be at the same time? Looks like Abomination trying to see if he might need to Ice Block this. Does get a Breath on a second, trying to disrupt the Fear. Is going to have to Ice Block while he's held super low, though. Did throw a Melee at Abomination, just trying to get a Shadow Fury in there. At one point or another. Does he land it? Does he land it with a cancel to follow? And that's going to be the end of it all, dude. I want to say that Abomination played really, really well. And I want to say Abomination won in the end. I-Bomb is the winner in this championship. I don't even know what the hell just happened, dude. Oh my god, that Outland gameplay though out of that, man. Pretty good, pretty good. Alright, let's get another group, yeah? We can have Abominations fight each other or fight someone else if they wanna. It's up to you, boys. However you want to do it, you A-Bomb boys. Let's get Kenny and Jack in here, yeah? We got Athaman. Managed to jump the portal and managed to get stunned at that proc. So that's gonna heal. Yeah, dude, let's go. I got a group ready to go. Capture, we ready? Want to go versus Jack? Capture got a group? Or Capture was someone else's group, I think. We got Warwick in here. Let's go Jack and Kenny real quick. Teppo is ready, so we got Warwick versus Maklupi. Teppo can go. Actually, we can go Warwick versus Teppo. And Maklupi, if he's back in there, we can get Ali in as well. Yeah, I think this will be a good way of going about it. Wait, no. Let's go Warwick and Maklupi Capture. Is that a separate team? Out of that, can we go? Want to go versus Jack? Okay, well, we can go this. We can go like this. I don't know if Ali's around or not. Ali, let me know if you got a group. The title's Rugs and Abomination, dude. I think that's the only title we can do, Atha. I think it's the only title that would work here, dude. Kenny versus Jack, real quick. A-Bomb, boys, let me know how you want to do it. Do you want to play against the variety here, or you want to play against one another, dude? It's up to you, man. However you boys want to do it. While I save this arena, this map real quick, yeah? I don't know if I saved that one or not. I need to be better at that, man. I'm sorry, I'm a little overwhelmed, boys. I'm a little overwhelmed. I think I got a little bit excited when I saw all those A-Bombs lined up in a circle, dude. Let's set up the let's set up the day here. What? 1v5 incoming? I'm coming. Okay. We have everybody else loading in, dude. We're a fuck friend. Wait, did the group not get in? Oh no. Oh no. Did your group not get in? Switch. Yo, Jack, do you think you can 1v5 this? Do you think you can do this, dude? The group all left? Really? Do you think you can 1v5 or do we redo? If you tell me redo, we redo. You want to try? I don't know. Redo or you want to try it? Redo or try? Redo or try? I can read the chat. Redo or try, man. It's up to you. Your group all left, dude. F it? Okay, cool. We got ourselves Canny on Team Red. We got ourselves Fortune as among us. Sosi in the back. We got Zabbix and Ajax going first. Try to see if we can make a play. It looks like everybody on Team Blue just left out of nowhere. They had a full team ready and then all bailed. Looks like it is gonna elite. I'm gonna Ajax? Canny? No, Carrie. It's Carrie, but it's gonna be so weird to call him Carrie when I can do it. Carrie versus Ajax, going up first of all, is gonna go already through his massive heal. He used in Rage Regeneration, I think, a little bit too early. Shillivan just popping by the Paladin as he is hit with a disarm. We'll see if Carrie can maybe bust through Ajax and bust through the rest of the enemy team if he plays it perfectly. He might be able to. Does go for a bit of a bloodthirst onto the Paladin just to remove the slow off of him and goes for a leap immediately. Try to go for a reflect onto Ajax in case Ajax was going to go for a Hammer of Justice. And Ajax actually backed up, so Hodge could be available for him next. As long as Carrie has someone available here, he's trying to go for as much healing as possible. Trying to get a slow stun and a heal off of Ajax. Looking like he's going to be in a good position. Try to recover. I wonder if that was a Hammer of Justice just now. Does get a Twisted Appendage proc and onto the Paladin. Paladin still got quite a bit of damage. Going to be reflect for Carrie for a second. Safety Trinket is coming out. Ajax still holding on to Blessing. Hold on to a bubble if needed. Has himself Shield of Vengeance coming up very, very soon. Does go for a Hodge right now onto Carrie. That was a execution sentence. No. Wait. Yes, it was. I was execution sentence that reflected. Okay, I was thinking it was something else for some reason. But it's going to be a Hodge by Carrie. Bubble coming out of the Paladin. Carrie looking to get away from the Paladin. Immediately, Execute Sentence does hit him. It's going to be extra holy damage that he's going to take. He's going to leap away from the Paladin before he gets himself a setup. Needs to wait until he has Reflect back up in order to deal with a Hammer of Justice if he were to survive this, man. Does get himself a shield. Does get a reflect. Is going to be Shield of Vengeance for Ajax. Trying to hold off using Hammer of Justice is going to be able to get himself quite a bit of recovery. But Carrie does have himself in Rage Regeneration coming back very, very soon. Wings are up and running for Ajax. Maybe could be a disarm for Carrie. Does go for a Hodge onto Ajax. He's going to check it out with Fury to follow. No bubble available. He actually is in control of this duel versus the Paladin. At this point, he's going to get himself a bit of that damage rolling. Disarming the Paladin on his wings. Reflecting's up and running in case Hammer of Justice comes out by Ajax. No Hammer of Justice is going to have to go for a Blaze Storm. Carrie does have a trinket and is going to go for Rage Regeneration right now. Trying to see if he can juke out a Repentance right here. Trying not to get juked down though. Ajax was trying to see if maybe he'll be able to get a quick interrupt out of Carrie. Does Zerker Rage out of that one though. Not going to sit it long. Hodge onto, or Stormbolt onto Ajax. Trying to go for a heal. Looks like he's still going to get executed. Carrie does take him out. I believe the Paladin was the one playing the Infinite Stars too, so that was quite a lot of pressure for Carrie to deal with. Next up is going to be Fortune with a Fist of Fury. Before he gets locked in, is going to leap away. He does get hit with the disarm as he re-engages with a Monk. Fortune no longer with that Fist of Fury, could go for a big leg sweep. Is going to go for a massive touchdown right now. Carrie doesn't really have a lot of to answer for this one. Is going to go for a Stormbolt. Fortune Trinket out of Fortune. Disarm to fall Raptor. Can't really stop him. Carrie's just taking way too much damage. Twisted Appendage, touch of death. Just obliterated the guy. Maybe we should have just reformed there, dude. Yeah, I think we should have just reformed. Probably. Because I just saw that it was Fortune. I was like, no. If Carrie were to go, maybe Fortune goes last. Maybe he will stand a chance. But yeah, that's a rough one, dude. I think you have to have every cooldown available to even beat him. But maybe just Rogue will be the champion here that we need. Getting hit with Alexia by Fortune. Images surrounding him. It's going to see Fortune boarding away. Oh, Fortune boarding out of here. Almost called him Portin because we see him porting out of here. Porting around the map like a monk. Jeez, dude. Friends would have worked if the opponent wasn't a warrior. True. I think he was just trying to see if he can get bait and kick out of him is essentially what he was trying to do. Repentance is a holy cast, right? What if that was Arcane, dude? Then you could cast and just get kicked and still be able to holy cast. That's interesting, though. Just Rogue catch himself a full reset. Needs to get quite a lot of cooldowns for Fortune. Fortune does not have a trinket, though, so Just Rogue could get a setup. Fortune won't even have a human racial. That thing would be on its still 20 more seconds of a cooldown. Full Hodge, full kidney shot coming out by Just Rogue. Should be quite a lot of damage set up to Fortune. Is starting to get some damage numbers rolling, but it's going to be immediate combo for Fortune. Trying to turn this around, blind by the Rogue. Can the Rogue somehow actually do this? Is playing Crucible. So hopefully he has quite a bit of versatility with him. I see a lot more people playing Breath of the Dawn, but Crucible is really strong for duels. Got Rogue, cheap shot. Fortune is just going to pour it out of there. Fortune is porting yet again. Yeah, I feel like my gut feeling says we should have probably just had a redo, like an actual group. Yeah, we're going to probably have to get Candy back in here. Unless just Rogue just surprises us and goes for a big old 1v4. Well, yeah, big old 1v4. If he just lands a dude, that'll be perfect. That's going to be disarm onto the Rogue. Fortune pumping out his own health. Quite big. Touch of death on the Rogue. Does not have a trinket. Legs him to follow. I think he's actually going to be completely locked out. Won't even be able to advantage a touch. Yeah. That just... Whew, okay, we're just gonna forget that ever happened. Yeah, forget that ever happened. That game never happened. It's okay. Let's get Candy versus somebody. I think Warwick wants to play. Okay, so we'll move like this. We'll do it like this. We'll have Katura still there. We'll have Candy versus Warwick real quick. Yeah. A-Bomb group is ready and we want to go with someone else. Okay, we'll get A-Bomb versus Captura maybe. Something like that, yeah? Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's get Candy back in here real quick. Since they never got to play, actually. Warwick. Let's see. Let's see. We are 5. No Candy again. Dude, let me in. Yeah. We are 5. No Candy again. Dude, get me. Yeah, what? What do you mean? It's a holy cast. It locks us. Yeah, but I was thinking, like, what if it became Arcane cast? That would actually be quite busted, wouldn't it be? Because it could force a kick. Monks are so lame. Yeah, monks are. I wouldn't say they're lame yourself. They're just very consistent. I do think though monk is like a demon hunter. Actually, well, I don't know. I mean, I guess what you're talking about, like, are we talking about like top of the top, the best classes, like at the highest ranking, like 2800 rated, or are we talking about just like casual PvP, like anywhere between like 0 CR to like 2k CR? If we can talk about 0 CR to 2k CR, I feel like your average monk does quite well. But the class is like, I won't say casual geared, but like you don't need crazy amount of like years of experience to do really well and slap butts, right? Kind of like a demon hunter. Like it's like very kind of noob friendly, but I feel like demon hunter is more noob friendly if I had to compare versus monk. But monk just does so much damage. It's not even funny, you know what I mean? Alright, we got ourselves Stath up first after that duel. Stath actually playing demonology, dude. Oh, with a pet 5% buff. He's trying to see if that 5% buff from this patch update is gonna let him play against Ajax, summoning the Tyrant already. Ajax is gonna land inside that thing immediately. The Tyrant, oh, getting hit with a bit of a horror effect. Actually, he's not giving Ajax the opportunity to find a line of sight. The Tyrant still, oh, Bubba coming out of Ajax already. Stath, I haven't even begun to talk about what Seth has done. I've been just only on the Motherboar, just going ooh and ah, just in awe of the demonology warlike damage. But I like what Seth did there, man. He got his Tyrant up and running, but then he charged at Ajax, trying not to give him a moment of relaxation, just trying to insta-cast at Ajax behind this small crate. He's not even given an opportunity. Ajax did pop wings in order to try to deal with his damage, but that's going to be wings down for the count. Try to actually make those wings damage happen onto the pet. If anything, he might be able to burst the pet down, but that's going to be Stath keeping the pet alive as best as possible. Fear trying to come out. Hammer of Justice trinkets out of it immediately. Stun onto Ajax. He does go for a Blessing Protection. Fear probably going to come out right here. Did not have a Reflect available or Interrupt available. It looks like Stat is already taking a little bit of that Infinite Stars damage. That thing is going to ramp up quite a bit. I don't know if he'll be able to pop a Reflect on that or whatever. Ajax is going to go for a Shield of Vengeance. Repent trying to come out onto the Warlock. Actually does land the Repent as the Warlock pulls the pet back actually. Going to go for another set of wings. Stat is going to go for a Horror Effect. Trying to CC down the Paladin as best as possible. Is going to break his own fear with the Demon Bolt. Ajax needs to get back in there, make those wings happen, make those things work. I think he's got double procs for wings or whatever. Trying to go for a pet yet again. Actually going to get interrupted. Stun coming out. Trying to follow trinkets out of it. Trying to be able to do quite a bit of damage. Short stun to Ajax right after. If Stat has instant cast, he actually might be able to lure Ajax out in the open where the Tyrant is going to be able to get some casts at him. Looks like the Tyrant is a little bit confused. Only got a handful of casts in there, but that Repent actually coming in clutch for this Paladin, creating himself a bit of opportunity of a breather. Stat still has quite a bit of CC to follow up. The dampening hasn't even kicked in. Ajax got himself wings right now. Stat should be aware of it and maybe even afraid. Hodge instead is going to go for a stun onto Ajax. Maybe CC to follow like a death call into a fear right after. Ajax is going to get himself some easy line of sight with the pathing for that death call. Mounting back up to get back to the Warlock. Still trying to go for a fear interrupt. Trying not to get interrupted by the Paladin. How does he have so many procs of wings, by the way? Are you Vision of Perfection? I feel like this man, every time we see him, he just gets random wings. He has to be running Vision of Perfection Major. I swear to God, man. I swear. That's going to be another Tyrant for Stat. Looks like that Tyrant did not last long at all whatsoever. Is he running Vision of Perfection? At this point, I don't even know. I think he's trying to go for a bit of a Repent. Does give him the opportunity to stand still. Flashlight, everything Stat. All he can do is wait. Wings again. wings again. Not only the big wings, but also his actual paladin wings. Stun into Ajax. Random Tyrant summoned by Stead. Second Tyrant up and running with a horror effect. Both of them vision of perfection. Big damage out of one another. That Tyrant is actually doing quite a bit. Slapping Ajax around the corner. More pets surrounding him. He's actually taking quite a bit of damage. Still had wings rolling. How does he have, not even like trinket wings, but like paladin wings, dude. We can see these wings right here all the time. But he has just so many procs of that thing. Hodge onto Stead. He trickles out of it. Repent. Trying to come out. Getting interrupted onto Repent. Stead got himself quite a bit of damage with his Instacast. Stun into Ajax. He breaks out with the human Rachel. Trying to flash the lights. More Repent to follow. No. Almost had a fear ready onto Ajax. And his infinite stars does now start to spread to all the pets. Instead, this is perfect. Second, another set of wings for Ajax now. Dude, this is infinite Tyrants versus infinite wings out of these two dudes. Who's gonna win? The massive wing boy, the Tyrant. Ajax got loaded up on a bunch of Red Bull over there, dude. It really does give you wings. But it looks like he's just got himself cornered a little bit. Trying to use line of sight as best as possible. Bubble coming out. I think he's trying to make it a big ol' Hail Mary. Wall coming out for Stead. Sees that wall. Decides, you know what? I have Bubble. I can back up. I can heal maybe a little bit. Try to land the Repent onto Stead if at all possible. Flash the lights whenever he can. So you see him stun by Step. Hand of Goldanza coming out. Does he have the massive Tyrant available? Nope. Does not have anything to follow up from that stun. Does get a trap onto Ajax though. On his Repentance. The pets are surrounding quite a bit. Flash the lights is still coming out. Back to back Shadow Fury onto the Paladin. Does Stead have enough damage here? Hammer of Justice did not have Reflect available. Ajax got himself a second set of wings back up and running. Fear trying to come out for the Warlock. Does not get it. It's going to be Repent. Ajax looks like he's either wants to go in. Random Tyrant someone coming out for Stead right now. The Ajax is trying to get some CC rolling, trying to control the Warlock. But when he's surrounded by so many pets, can he essentially ever do it, man? Shield Avengers is up. Is still alive. Not out of the game just yet. Does go for a massive stun across all the pets. Full Tyrant coming out for Stead. Horror effect to Ajax. Does he have another stun to follow up right after? The Tyrant is doing quite a bit of damage. Ajax is nowhere near the line of sight. Shield Avengers popping. More damage coming out. I think Stead might actually be playing Breath of the Dog. The Tyrant meets him on the other side. Does he do the damage? I think he might have gotten interrupted too. Ajax, I think, might have panicked and interrupted the Tyrant. How is he still alive? How is Stead still in the game? There's going to be a trinket out of Ajax to follow right after. Repent to follow for the Paladin. Oh my goodness. Just trying to make sure in case my music stops. Oh, and I missed the best part when he finally does clap him out. Oh my goodness, this was intense. Dude, that's how it is every single day, man. That's how we do our duels. That's the favorite duels of mine, man, when they get real, like, oh, I don't even know who's gonna win. It's a back and forth. I like it, dude. When it's not set in stone, when it's not written. Carrie is going to be playing the Frost this time, getting him with a stun. For Stead, that's a perfect opportunity for him, because it is Frost. It's not Fire. It's not Arcane. It is Frost. I don't know how well Carrie plays with Frost. I don't know if it's his main spec or whatever. I know that Seavark on US did try to play Frost a little bit here and there. We actually had a game where Seavark did play a bit of Frost. And he did pretty well, but he went up against a Monk. And Monks versus Frost Mages, the most mobile class versus the most slow applying class. I mean, the Monk wins, I feel like. But it's going to be still Carrie trying to go for massive shatters onto Stead, but that's going to be even more CC to follow up. Does get the interrupt on the Fear, however. I guess he broke out of that death call a little bit early. Instead is locked down in his spells for a little bit. That's Carrie actually reflecting some of those frost spells back to him. Full Tyrant is going to be summoned up. Stead not actually looking all that healthy. Does go for a bit of a Warlock Hellstone to keep himself afloat. Big Temporal coming out for Carrie. Could still go down. The Temporal actually goes down while Temporal is up. Try to hope for the best there. I think the Demonic Tyrant got himself one massive cast off as Carrie blinked away, so it took a little bit of time for that cast to travel. And he was expecting that he was like, you know what, I'm okay in hell, but he had this massive, like, a mini Chaos Bolt coming at him, and he just was not aware of it. If he just had Ice Block, that would have been perfect. Fortune looking to lock down and shut down Stead. Does drop down the Ring of Peace, Ring of Boopity Bop on him. Looks like Fortune trinketed something a little bit early. If Stead can use the CC he has to his advantage, he might be able to kite and CC Fortune around a little bit. Is going to have to wall this karma damage, as Fortune is trying to see if he can min-max all the damage at Stead. Fears are going to be completely DR'd. Stead, does he have any more CC to follow? Does get a short stun onto Fortune. No heals available, and Fortune just all in everything at Stead. I think he just dropped down the banner on top of it too. Looks like RC is going to be up next, trying to see if he can just shut down Fortune instead. Does have him locked down. It's going to be touch death onto Fortune. Does wall his damage. Touch of Death taken down, did not do the most amount. Bike coming out right after, did not have the biggest damage available. Had the bike still ready. RC is going to lock down in Fist of Fury for a second. Fortune going for Vivify as soon as he scared RC away for just a second. It looks like both of these two are going to have to go for a bit of a reset play. Fortune just continue to do damage to RC while the images are on him. But it's going to be an Orc Monk versus a Human Monk. Fortune versus RC. Only one of those two will come out champion. But this is what I like about Monk versus Monk, you know what I mean? Because Monks go for like a... When a Monk comes out, they'll take down a couple people before they go down. But a Monk versus Monk, and they're both hungry for that win, they're both going to throw everything at one another. And by the time they're done, RC or Fortune could be locked out by the next person. Fist of Fury onto Fist of Fury, matching each other. Cooldown for cooldown. Images are up for RC though. Is using his Storm, Earth, and Fire a little bit early. Fortune trying to get himself a bit of a reset behind the pillar. RC looking to catch up. Who's going to have a Fist of Fury first? Who got the Twisted Appendage? It looks like it is Fortune's Appendage right now. RC needs to eliminate it. Did quite a number of damage to him. Karma coming out for RC a little bit early. Fortune getting himself in the ring of boopity bop, and RC trying to min-max the damage into Fortune while he's got it. Is going to go for a bit of that touch of death onto RC into an incap. Does RC have a way out of it? I think it's going to be a leg sweep, but Fortune I think is going to be able to lock him down. So much damage, and down he goes. Even got a Twisted Appendage proccing for him to add on to that disgusting damage. Pick a Pillow is going to be up next. Is going to have that Twisted Appendage proccing to him immediately. So does Fortune's images do go attacking the Boomkin. That's going to be a Boomy versus a Monk. How is that even going to work out? Does get himself a stealth. Fortune is going to pick up the eyes immediately. Yes, Karma back up. He actually has a lot of abilities where you can just kind of collapse everything onto the enemy. And I feel like with Monks is the fact that they can Karma and just throw everything at the enemy and just truck him down is one of the things that makes him super good in PvP. And kind of like casual friendly too, I would even say. You know, just throwing touch of death, throwing everything, and you're getting hit big, Karma, and just continue pushing pressure, and just everything is just going to collapse onto the enemy. Try to go for a random ring of peace. Did not land anything. Pick a Pillow is just trying to bark skin through this. Does not have thorns anymore, so Fortune is going to press the advantage here. Does go for a disarmament to Pick a Pillow. I mean, might as well, right? I don't think it actually does anything for him. Back in the day, he used to. Does get a disarmament to Fortune, which is going to prevent him from being able to Fist of Fury. Does go for a short root, but breaks his own root right after. Pick a Pillow got quite a bit of damage to him, though. Leg sweep onto Pika. Does War Stomp Fortune out of his Fist of Fury. Trying to go for another Entangled Roots. Karma to fall on Fortune. Got the tentacle. Just latched down to Pick a Pillow. Does not really have a lot to deal with that tentacle. Try to go for a Thorns, but that Karma just reverse all that Thorns damage, and Fortune just, as you saw, trucked him down, just popped through everything at the guy and just continued on. Arath is going to be up next. Is Arath going to be able to take him down? Is Fortune looking like he's going to go for a 1BX here, man? The back-to-back. Also, what is that? What is that mount? Is that the one from the rare in Vale? It might be. Fortune tried to see if he can get away, but it looks like Arath also has the same medicine for Fortune as he applies to everybody. The Corruption Tentacle. I mean, look at the amount of damage it did without Arath barely touching Fortune. I mean, he went back to that tentacle, tried to drop the ring. A boopity bop. Arath is getting booped out of there. He's gonna throw a bike at Fortune. He kind of does a little bit of a skirt, but still connects. Fist of Fury coming out for Fortune. Just trying to keep the Demon Hunter at bay while his Karma is down for 30 more seconds. Down onto Fortune. Arath does not have the big eye beam. Gonna be a leg sweep, trying to see if he can force a trick out of Arath. Does not get it. And Fortune looking to just reposition himself completely. Got a couple of those tentacles available. They just got a one of them, but he's gonna attack Arath as he's approaching. Fortune tried to stay nimble on his feet as best as possible. Incap to Arath as he tries to fly up in the air. Fortune tried to recover in health a little bit, 41% dampening. Does land a stun. Does Arath have anything to follow? Destry got trinket out of this. Karma almost available for Fortune. Walling this up is going to increase his health by quite a bit. Touch of Death to reverse the damage onto Arath. Is Arath going to take this damage though? Fortune recovering with the Vivify's back-to-back. Arath looking like he wants to take that Touch of Death. Actually decided to go Metamorphosis. Does he even take the damage from Touch of Death while he metas? Instant Karma out of Fortune as soon as he sees the big meaty demon form out of him. Does get himself Twisted Appendage, but I think he ended up killing that Twisted Appendage. He doesn't want to get it twisted yet. Is going to get interrupted on his heel. Fortune not looking all that good right now. Could that be the end? Arath actually, oh, it looked like Arath was struggling to reach Fortune for a moment. But he does shut him down. The Demon Hunter is who we needed to be our champion to take down the monks. I swear, dude, it's either the Demon Hunters or Monks every single time. Short stun onto Toasty. It looks like maybe Succubus C is trying to come out onto Arath. He's trying to land a Fear. Does land a Fear. Is going to be able to disengage. I think, yeah, he's still playing that Affliction. Still trying to make Affy work. He's going to have to go for a Reflect. I don't really know if he can stop the Tentacle from, like, attacking him, pop and reflect. But it's going to be all dots into a Wrath, and Wrath trying to land a Haunt. He's super low on health. Toasty needs to maybe pop a wall here. Needs to kite a Wrath away from his best balls to try to load him up with a bunch of UAs. Darkness coming out for Wrath. Could be absorbing a lot of that dot damage. Is going to get himself Metamorphosis too. That's a lot of leech right now. I don't know if dots for Toasty are going to be enough at all, though. He's getting him quite low. Deathtrigger Trinket coming out does dump down Toasty with that massive Deathtrigger Trinket burst. Next up is going to be Zabbix. I think he was kind of lagging there a little bit. I think he's playing that sub. Or maybe that's maybe exactly what happened. It looked like he kind of double shadow step, but I was like, that's a lagging. Or a sub broke main. Zabbix tried to pop down a little bit of the smoke bomb to create an obscure wall away from Wrath's stun onto a Wrath. Acid Trinket something early. And down it goes. Vion is up next. Looking to end Zabbix right now. Zabbix has every cooldown available here at 53% damage. It does go for a blind onto Vion. And Vion is going to get interrupted on that I-beam. That's going to prevent the haze buff, and Zabbix is going to get a cheap shot on him. Does not have vanish anymore. Shadow step and pass Vion as best as possible. Does have evasion. Might want to pop it a little bit early. Vion just needs a little bit of damage that's not physical to cleave through onto Zabbix, and he'll be good to go. Try to end him with the essence of Breath of the Dying. Twisted Appendage proccing for Zabbix. If he just survives long enough, he might be able to take down Vion. Double Appendage. But Vion just had Blur and full Metamorphosis take him down. Oh my goodness. You guys all left, so I can't even tell who did what damage. I can't even see who killed how many, and how much damage and healing was done. Boys, please don't leave me, man. I want to see that stuff, dude. But that was a good one, boys. That was a good duel. Either way. All right, let's get another one going, yeah? Let's get another one. Who's next, dude? That was 22 minutes, because I did record the first duel, where only 2 people on Jack's team were up. Should we get Jax back in here? He never really get to play, man. We're full. Okay, we can get him versus wait, didn't mention one. Sorry. Let's get Jax in here because he never actually got to play. So let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Teppo. I don't know if he got to play that much, but we'll get Teppo in here too. Abominations want to play too. They want to play against other people versus anybody. Let's do Jack versus the. Oh man. No, Maklupi waited for a while. Let's do this. And then Teppa can go versus Captura also wants to play. We're ready. I don't know for how long Captura has been playing. I want to get him too. Oh my god. Can we go versus Jack? Fine, I'll have you go versus Jack. You've been waiting for a while too. I'm trying to get people that haven't got to play or been waiting for a while. And a lot of you guys have been waiting for a while. I do apologize, man. I don't try to do this on purpose. Captura and Jack. We'll get Captura and Jack in here. Kenny and Warwick played so we can separate them a little. I'll put them like this, so now we can pop anybody in the middle, yeah? Maybe. Guardian Druid will rank 3 or 2 or rank 3 Twilight Devs on it. You should get a Guardian Druid with 2 rank 3 Twilight Devs in the duels. That would be interesting. I would try it just for memes. I would try it once just for the memes. I was waiting since start again. Okay, I can requeue real quick. I can requeue, no problem, boys. Let's do this. Perfect. Captura and Jack. Kenny already ready. He wants to go again. Oh, I guess we can do Milan versus Kenny, yeah? And Warwick, we're gonna put you here-ish. Nib, we put you here. So, like, in the middle are the people that'll be versing against one another. I try to organize as best I can. I definitely could do more. A better organization. Okay, I'll requeue again. It's bugged. I'll keep doing it over and over, boys. Good evening, Dalaran. What's up, Al? How you doing, my man? Trying to get the second best 7th Legion kitty. Trying to get the second best 7th Legion kitty. Hey, check out like a mount. I think a disc could honor duel and 2 streak. MM Hunter 3 streak after all. Streak. What do you mean by streak? Team Master Season 4 mount. Oh, that's what it is? Oh, okay. I need to go get mine myself too. I almost have all 15s. I only have like 3 dungeons that are not 15s. I haven't done any keys this week at all though, so if I do some keys I should be able to. 2 fly map classes is more airplane. I know, right? Down goes with rookie, it's true. This made it so bad you don't block a mega lol. Kenny, come on, man. Yeah, no, it didn't look like you were taking that much damage until the massive cast from the Tyrant. I think that thing just crit, dude. Those things are basically mini chaos balls. They really do work. Okay, we'll try it again. Captura and Jack. We'll try it again. If it doesn't work, we'll have to get someone else, man. Okay, we can try again. It might have taken us a whole lot of Q. We should be good to go now, maybe. I'm in team. What's up, Ali? Hey, Bomb. How you doing, my man? Hey, Bombs. I'll be queuing through Milan, okay? Through LFG. I think it's Captura's team that's bugged, because Jack's team worked just fine last time. Let's try Boom and Captura and put Maklupi. Let's try Jack versus Maklupi. If it works, then it might have been Captura's team. If it doesn't work, then it's Jack's team. I wanted to get Jack because he didn't really get to play. Like, he only had 2-man team, right? So he never really had a full run. So I'd want to give him a good opportunity, man. Oh, Carrie. Somebody team Q for that? Okay, let's try it. Jack and Maklupi. We'll try again. If it works, then it's good. If it doesn't, then it's okay. Which thing do you enjoy the most in Mythic Plus? Brat or Brewmaster? Like, to play with or playing myself? Because I don't really play a lot of tanks myself. I do need to get gear to try them. But playing with, I think both of them are good. Depending on the class. I think it's actually Jack's team. I think it's actually maybe Jack's team. So we gotta go with Captura. Well, Captura, I'm not blaming you, first of all. It's just Jack only got 2 people dueling. Someone was dueling Q again. Okay. Because Jack only had like 2 people, man. 2 people in his team when he got to play. So you never really get to play. Okay, Jack versus Maklupi. We'll try it one more time. If it doesn't work, then we'll do Captura versus Maklupi. Buenas tardes, saludos de Chile. Good evening, hello from Chile. Is that what it is? Yeah, what's up? I don't know much Spanish. Buenas tardes, mi amigo. That's all. I don't know how to say. I only had high school Spanish, dude. It's pretty bad. I wish I was more fluent. I feel like a dummy when I'm not. Gonna go off. It's not my name. Okay, it's not queuing. We're gonna go Captura versus Maklupi then. Maklupi and Captura. Okay. Watch this not work too, and then oh, it worked. Okay, I don't know what's going on, Jack. I don't know what it was, man. Maybe you're off. You weren't offline because it was queuing you, but something was not right. But you're gonna go next one, man. Alrighty. Let's see who do we got this time. Switch. We got ourselves Team Red with Death. Hold. Oh, Nightborn. Green. Probably Assassination. If you're Subtlety, that'll be weird. We got ourselves Jig in here as well as a Demon Hunter. We got Lippy Hunt as a Beastmaster owners. Oh, Survival. I'm seeing that axe. I'm seeing that Garrett's axe on the back. Brock's coming in as a Feral. We also got RC here back as a Monk, meaning business. We got ourselves Gandun? We got Gandun, yeah. Gandun as a Demon Hunter. Kim Jong-un. I'm sorry. I like that one. I like that. We got Surprises the Rogue. We got SO. Oh my god. Oh, that mount looks so good. I am yet to get it. I am yet to get this thing. The Bone Steed. The Ivory Bone Steed, I think is what it's called. And we got this Vanity Shade. I like the name Vanity Shade. He's a Demon Hunter. And he has the Thunder Fury Blessed Blade of the Windseeker. Did someone say Thunder Fury? Oh, launching up back. Okay. Boys, who's going to be first? Who's going to blast? It looks like it's going to be Prox first versus ASUS. 2 stealthies. That's how you know who's going to be it. Brock's coming down in Barefront to meet the Rogue. And it's going to be going in with a cheap shot. I think he's playing that Assassination Killer shot to follow right after. Just getting his dots and bare essentials right now. Is going to smack Prox with a Breath of the Dying just to get that counter burst going. Brock's trying to see if he can catch up. Get some Blades land onto S. Does force a trick out of him with a badge. Does go for a Shadow Step. Maybe a little too early. But Shadow Step Thorns are up for Prox. It's looking to go for a big old leap. Reconnecting with SOS. Not seeing invasion out of the Rogue just yet. It's going to go for a Maledict onto Prox right now. Thorns is still up and running for him, and that's going to be Rogue with infinite stars. Oh my goodness. As long as he keeps those dots to the Prox, he should be able to do quite a bit of damage to him, man. Those stars should be randomly slamming onto Prox if possible, especially if this guy has quite a bit of haste in his gear. I would say for Assassin Rogues, at that point, you would want to go for like 20% haste, if not 18. Looks like it's going to be another kidney shot. Prox does trick it out of it. Looks like he's going to end the Stars trilogy from SOS, the Alliance Slayer. Prox does get hit with a bike, but looks like he's going to be able to recover. He's not a cat in the road. He's not going to be some roadkill this time. He's going to be fine. And it's going to be Gandalfar up next. Gandalfar? I guess that's as close as I can get it, honestly. Bash onto the Demon Hunter. He's going to trick out of it. Going to be Thorns up and running for Prox right now. Got himself quite a bit of damage to reverse onto Ganda. Does have him fully bled up and ready to go. Looks like Prox is going to invis out of there. So he sees the Metamorphosis dude. The invis trick in these duels actually works out quite well. Literally went invisible. Gandalfar was looking for him. I don't know if he had Spectral Sight on or not. I feel like this way you would have pop Spectral Sight and get him out ASAP, or at least see which way he's going. But I guess he maybe tried it and Bleeds got him out. That's probably what the lack of the story, honestly. Prox is going to catch himself a re-stealth, dude. Either invis or re-stealth, and Ganda might be getting paranoid here, looking up for the Feral, who he could be anywhere. Looks like he's going to be proactive about it, not going to just let the guy sneak up on him. He's going to pick up the eyes a little bit early. Prox is going to try to hug the box as best as possible. Maybe Spectral Sight could be coming out for Gandalfar just to see where Prox is at. I believe he did use... That was weird. He did go for a Fel Rush for a second. Gonna be a leap. The pounds by the Feral out of nowhere onto Ganda with a stun to fall right after. It's gonna go for big damage. Oh my god. The TT just halves his health, man. All the bleeds are starting to rot him down. Gonna be short stun to Prox. Does pre-thorns his damage. Ganda does pop into Metamorphosis. He's going to try to use the leech healing in order to compete with the Thorns damage, but the extra pressure from Prox as he's going offensive is going to put him in a bad spot. Wall did come out for Prox just to last us out. Does Ganda have big bleeds on him right now? Because the bleeds could basically end him. He's still bled up. He's going to land in prison onto Prox as long as he doesn't let him catch a re-stealth that he just did right there. I was going to say he would be in a good spot, but I think the bleeds are actually gone. Does catch the Feral out before he catches a re-stealth. Going to be a trinket out of Prox off of that stun. Does land the interrupt onto the eye, but it looks like it's going to be a Fel Rush by Gandar. Or a Fel Charge. I don't even know what that ability name is, but it's the talent. At least you're going to charge and do some fire damage. Thorns are up and running for the... for the Feral. Does get the Breath of the Dying execute damage at the end. And I think he's going to have himself the big Breath of the Dying to follow up here. If he opens up into Kim Jong-un, he actually is going to have a quite big burst. Is he going to do it? He does actually halves his health in a single global after getting himself a bit of a setup. Forcing that karma out of the monk immediately. And Prox is looking like he's going to go for a bit of a restyle. This is going to be a little bit of a longer game here, man. Hey, the Peril playing style so lame? Yeah, you think so? Oh my goodness. You don't like the Ferals? I mean, I would be honest, in a duel situation, it is a slower play style with bleeds and whatnot. I do miss when Ferals had Instacast Cyclone. You know what I mean? But I do like Ferals on bleeds, you know? I feel like that's the best Feral. Like, WAD Feral with big bites. I feel like it wasn't like a real Feral, you know what I mean? It was effective, but it wasn't a real Feral. Prox trying to see if he can invis out of the... Does he invis a Touch of Death? I think he actually invises and immunes the Touch of Death. Oh my god, Feral with actual invisibility is incredible. Spinning Kraken coming out for him, Jong, but the Thorns are actually not going to let him do anything there. Can you believe it? You know what? I feel like you can say you don't like the bleed and kite and run Feral style, but Prox makes it entertaining. Vanity up next, trying to go for a big old eye beam. Big Duster Gather onto Prox, walled this up after the burst. And got himself, I think it's going to be Star Slam and Prox down back to back. Oh my god, the team without him stars. Just seems a little bit disgusting because he got all that natural haze by being a Metamorphosis. So that means essentially more Prox for stars. It looks like Prox is going to try to see if he can get away. He's trying to get away. Prox trying to get away before he gets procced on. Does he get a stun opener? He does not get a stun onto Vanity Shade. Does land a stun onto Prox. No Thorns to cover him. Trinket almost available. Normal walls up. Prox hopefully has the invisible trinket soon, because then you might be able to use it to get away. Does pop Thorns, and the Demon Hunter is going to go flying up in the air. So Prox does have to disengage this immediately. Does he have any dots on him? As long as Vanity Shade does not let him catch a re-stealth like a proper opener, he should be in a really good spot. Does let him catch a re-stealth. No trinket available. Prox finally can get himself a full setup of bleeds. Does go for a maim onto Vanity. Safe trinket does come out of him. Does he have the Breath of the Dying though to get the execute? If he does, that'll be a perfect time to do it. Eye beam was not enough for Prox. Does have to trinket out of the stun in order to land that kill. Surprise is going to try to see if he can go for a surprise onto Prox. Get surprised with a bash instead. Prox landing a Moonfire on the guy. If Prox can now go for a full reset onto surprises, that Moonfire is going to keep him out in the open in combat. Does land a kill the shot. Pre-thorning that damage is going to be Breath of the Dying. Is going to Cloak of Shadows and try to commit this damage into Prox. Now Prox is looking to get the hell out of there. Is going to have to go cleanse himself from from those poisons whenever possible, but the reapplication of poisons is just going to be brutal right now. Might be just honestly a waste of a global. Prox is going to go for Gladiator's Breach. Is that a Vendetta out of the Rogue? If that is a Vendetta, he actually does get to see him. No, the counter to the Gladiator's Breach. The Rogue with a Vendetta just planned it. Just he's on the assault. He's on the hunt for the Feral Twisted Appendage. It's coming out for the Rogue. I think Prox is out of options right now. Getting the shot, Mark for and Venom. If he somehow survives this, I will be amazed and surprised on everything. Safeguard Trinket coming out for the Rogue. Prox barely alive. Somehow he's still maintaining his wall is up. Might give him the opportunity here to turn it around on Rogue. His evasion comes out by the Scoundrel. Blind onto Prox. The Surprises throw this, or does he land the kill here? This is his game to lose right now. Surprises, this is your game to lose or win right now. This is your opportunity. Landing a Garrod onto Prox. Getting the shot right after. Does he Pertonzi? He does not. Does a Breath of the Dying. Mark for and Venom. Does pre-feign this damage. If possible, bash onto the Rogue. Wait, is this the end? Did Prox actually survive this? Does go for short bash. Root to follow. Does not want to break the root. He's just looking for a bit of a reset. Regrowth coming out. Surprises. Yeah, one more kidney shot on you, man. You'll probably have one more kidney shot available. Prox got himself a big bleeds on you. You got yourself a big kill rolling. You're good for now. Home points are being built up for both of them. Next kidney shot. No! Oh my god. Prox just gave him the false sense of how do you survive this? I actually don't even know. How do you survive the burst from surprises? How? Well, I feel like we were surprised. We really were surprised how that game ended. What? That for L1 hard? He did it pretty good. I say he did it pretty good. I say he did pretty well. Oh my god. Lots of his damage is mostly thorns though. Wait, what? Hey, how's it going? Hey, what's up, fam? How you doing? Oh, I like behind me. Are we gonna... Oh! Hey, boys. I gotta join you, huh? I'll hang out with the boys, man. We hanging out with the boys. Alright, let's get the bombs in here, man. We gotta get the A-bombs in here. We're gonna get Milan versus... Let's go Tepu. We're gonna go Milan versus Tepu here. Milan Grujic and Tepuk T. 5. Cool. I think we're good. Alrighty, let me get the other one rolling. The other thing saved. And into 12 around, it's going to be a big arena, boys. The big arena here. I guess Prox had some surprises. He did. He had more Prox than the other guys procking on him. He's the master of Prox in the end. I finished Stormland and Stormer, still 5,000 rep away from Nightborn. What? No way, Sloth. No way, dude. What else do you have to do? I don't remember how to do it back then. But I did know the Nightborn story like as it came out weekly, and I did a lot of the world quests in there too, like the emissary stuff and other world quests. So I don't remember. I was pretty sure that Blizzard made it easier to gain Nightborn, Void Elves, Draenei, and all those guys from Legion, like the allied races from back in the day. But I guess not, huh? Alrighty, boys. So Twitch, we got ourselves Team Abomination with Abomination, and Abomination, and Abomination, and Abomination. We cannot forget Abomination in here as well. Team Abomination, Team Scarlet Crusade is about to rush Team Atham, man. We also got Benji in the back. Looks like Benji's going to be going around first with his scuba diver gear. We're going to be diving for them zombos. We got Druid in the back, has not got to play at all. We got to be Warport and Mizik. Yo, Druid, can you be out of stealth? By the way, unless you're dueling, thank you so much, my guy. Appreciate that. Benji already getting obliterated by the Rogue. What was that? Oh! What was that burst? I was just telling Druid to get out of stealth form and this man was melting. What? Abomination! Blinded him. Oh my goodness, look to get himself a bit of a reset onto Benji. Benji without a bubble anymore. Is blessing of protection gonna be enough for this man whatsoever? What just happened? This rogue just blew you up. I was barely looking, it was only like 2 globals. Blood of the enemy coming out for Benji, looking to reverse the damage back to Abomination. The bomb is going to try to see if he can bail out of there. He is slowed a little bit by his own corruption nonetheless. Maybe his own corruption had some crazy proc to Benji just now. He's going to reach him, shot him, Nightblade to fall. He's going to get the Shadow Strikes. He needs to get the stuns up and running. Evasion's up and running a little bit early. Does not have a trinket anymore here though. Could have cloaked that, but I guess I don't know if he could have done this pre-cloak. This damage is going to be due to a shadowy duel, taking Benji out of the duel. Cheap shot Raptor. Wings are up for Benji right now. Trying to see if he can survive through this shadows. Abomination has him on ropes. Super low on health himself as well. Benji is getting himself a little bit of a heal. Flashlight is trying to come out. Does get interrupted into an appendage. And I think Benji is going to be lights out. Abomination does end up getting that execute in there with an eviscerate. Warport is going to be up next. I would guess is a Destruction Warlock. Got himself the full tentacle look with a succubus as well. Abomination is definitely going to have a game ahead of him for now. He's got some corruptions. Get them appendages, dude. I need to get myself the appendage weapon from, you know what's it called? The Carapace of N'Zoth. I need to get the weapon from them, man. I tried rolling on it last week, and I believe I already tried rolling on it this week too. So I'm kind of SOL. So honestly, I might just bring an alt if we do any alt runs tonight or tomorrow or Sunday. I cannot wait for Heroics yet. My rogue is finally geared, by the way. Oh. What's up, Tom? How you doing, my man? Hey, I'm a big fan of you. 5V5. What's up, Mike? How you doing, my man? Hope you have it. You go to a Mike Tyson. Abomination meeting Warport, but Infernal gets in the way of this date. Going to be a horror effect to run him in the other direction. And Warport got quite a lot of cooldowns though. Double Chaos Bolt into A-Bomb does cloak the second one, but his Chaos Bolts are now pretty charged up. He's going to do quite a lot of damage. Big bike onto Warport, trying to land a fear onto A-Bomb. Did shrink in the stun. And that's going to be yet another Chaos Bolt just unleashing onto Abomination. And that's going to be Blood of the Enemy coming out for A-Bomb. Does he get away from the Chaos Bolt? He does not. Oh my goodness. He went for a kick, Blood of the Enemy, and then kind of panicked and ran out of there. It's got to be Abomination next. The second iteration of the Abomination. Got his Mages of the Dead and the Abomination of his own. A-Bomb summoning an A-Bomb with a Limb Taker. The Warport is actually surrounded by quite a amount of pests. Trying to see if he can land a Fear on the Death Knight. Is going to land a Fear on the man. I think Abomination might be running adaptation here. This time. This version of Abomination is going to go for a port right now as Warport trying to get the hell away from the DK, getting yoinked in with a grip. ABF is up for Abomination right now, still getting chucked out by those Chaos Bolts. Massive Fusion shoot, hold him up, but Warport sends him running with a Death Goal, trying to see if he can re-fear. The guy does not get fears on the Death. It looks like he is out of fears for now. Chaos Bolt shoot, chunk him out. That Death Pack is going to keep him running though, gives him that health pull, but at least it is necrotic health. He can't heal through a lot of it. Immolation coming out by Warport, does not have the gateway anymore, getting gripped on his fear, doesn't want to get interrupted here. It's going to get hit with a fear, but still interrupted somehow. How does that happen? Abomination actually does streak it out of it. Warport, I think he accidentally hit the wrong thing. Yep, looks like that pet got hit by the Crucible from Warport. Very, very unfortunate. Still Chaos Bolt available. Could it be enough? Nah. I feel like if Warport did not hit that pet, the Risen Skulker, with his Crucible Flame, I think he actually might have had a chance there, but that was quite a bit of damage, just like out. Maybe it wasn't even the biggest hit either. Maybe it wasn't that bad. Druid is up next. Is a balanced Druid. Get himself the full vanilla Druid setup going on. I really do like it. That's going to be thick from beyond. Attacking him though. Has to Barkskin it immediately. Does he have enough damage? Actually, Abomination not looking that good. And looks like the Boomkin does take him out. Very well done. Try to go for a regrowth on too. Second Abomination is up next. Still playing that Unholy Death Knight. Just a third iteration of the Abomination. Does the Abomination win or not, dude? Oh my god. Team Abomination is hilarious, man. He's going to get rooted with this Army of the Dead, which is pretty good for the balance Druid. Druid is looking like he's going to be able to recoup himself a little bit as we're getting to the 5-minute mark. But you know what happens at the 5-minute mark? The necrotics do, or the dampening start to kick in, but might as well. I mean, necrotics, dampening, same thing, am I right? Gonna be a stoner Druid with a twisted appendage attacking him at the same time. Not gonna be the best place to be in. Does pop Thorns, and is gonna go for a massive renewal while in Bear from Abomination. Does pop AMS and IBF. So that's quite a lot of cooldowns out for him right now. So Druid might stand a chance here. Abomination AMS is gonna be down. Is gonna get gripped to the Death Knight. Popping in Barkskin right now. Might be able to make some work with his Barkskin. Twisted appendage is gonna start attacking him. Does go for Shadow Meld for a second. Twisted appendage does reconnect with him. Abomination not only look at all the good on the health, might have to go for a lot of healing. Druid is stuck in bear form for the time being, just trying to tank all this damage. But honestly, his health is dipping down little by little. Is going to go for frenzied regeneration, but as necrotic starting to come in from the Death Knight, not a lot he can really do. Cyclone might actually land, and it does land. Druid is trying to see if he can regain some regrowths. The Abomination is still hitting him. Is he going to go for a reclone? Try to see if he can cat form out of the bear form to follow. Does he have any more healing available? Looks like he's actually completely necrotic out. Might be able to survive. Nope, he does not get to. Looks like Abomination dots got some crazy proc on the Druid. He did play well. He got at least one of the Abominations down, but the third iteration took him out. Mizik going to be playing that sub-rogue, opening up with a kidney shot onto A-Bomb. Does have AMS. It looks like Mizik is just trying to see if he can all in him. He just gonna go for a Breath of the Dying. Cloak is proccing for him right now. He's gonna go for an evasion and continues shadow striking the guy to end. Abomination does pop AMS, needs to go for a lot of healing though. While the evasion is up on the rogue, not a lot he can essentially do. It looks like Mizik is trying to see if he can bail out of this. Abomination got himself the army rolling. Looks like the army actually might get Mizik in combat unless he's able to run away. Looks like his own corruption is slowing him down enough for the pet to catch up. He does beef up the pet. Vanish coming out of the rogue, and looks like Mizik is going to be able to... Well, it looks like he's still dotted up. The pets explode for Abomination, which is he could have gotten that quartz explosion on top of Mizik just now. That would have been quite a bit of extra damage. Getting a shot onto a bomb. He does trick it out of it. Does he have any more transfusions? No more evasion available for the rogue. Blind onto the DK. The pets are attacking the rogue for a second. He does get himself concoction rolling. So if anything, at least the pet is going to keep him in combat. Does actually turn around to hit the pet with a Breath of the Dying. What you should be doing with Breath of the Dying against Death Knight pets, by the way, is killing the pets, get him close, hit him with Breath of the Dying, you get a stronger breath afterwards. That's actually quite good. Cloak of Shadows from Mizik as he's just trying to get away from the DK, just trying to kind of around circle. 7 minutes in, 50% dampening. The Abomination is trying to see if he can cut him off with a Death Indicator on one side. Mizik still on the run. I think he actually decided to follow my call here. Kill the pet. The pet did use the corpse explosion. Abomination might need to summon a new one and get on top of the rogue. Looks like the rogue is going to be able to get away scot-free, man. Looks like he's going to be able to get away quite easily. Abomination does hit him. What? How did you get caught out in stealth? Did you have a dot on himself? It's going to be a stun. Maledict to fall. Abomination AMSing the Mally to keep himself afloating a little bit longer. Is going to get the big A-bomb joining the fight as well. And the Necrotic start to stack up on the rogue with a corruption. Twisted appendage attack on the rogue. Nothing left, just backpedaling out of there. I don't think he was prepared for the amount of enemies, amount of pets he was going to summon. And just collapsed everything on him. Athaman trying to see if he can fight the Abomination. He has 2 more to go after this one. Even if he takes this one out. Looks like Athaman went a little bit purple with his Mog this time. Hodge onto the Death Knight. Could that be the end? Looks like Athaman just... Oh, whoa! I was going to say, looks like Athaman doesn't have enough to finish, and he just executed him. What? Oh my god. Abomination, Iteration 4 is up next as a Destro Warlock already popped off every cooldown. Dark Soul instability. Infernal wants to go for big Casbles. It's going to be Death Goal into Atha. He can't stop it. Fear to follow. No adaptation to break it. It looks like no adaptation breaks it at all, but it looks like the Infernal breaks it instead. No Casbles out of Abomination though. Shield of Vengeance up for Atha. Finally, a Casble comes out. Atha popping wings. Wings actually empower the Shield of Vengeance and make it hit even harder. Wall for Abomination right now. Should be going for Casbles immediately. Perfect opportunity to get your Casbles just a giga bolster right now. Flashlights are still coming out for Athaman. Back to back to back. Hand of Freedom to try to catch up to the Warlock. Tricky coming out for Abomination off that Hodge, but looks like it's going to be lights out. Does Atha have enough to execute? He does. An Abomination, the 5th and final iteration, with massive tentacles on a bike, just trying to run Athaman out of this arena. And looks like he was able to do quite a number of damage. Bubble came out of the Paladin immediately. 28% dampening. Going to make it harder for him to recover. Does go for an Invis. A bomb knows he's somewhere nearby. But the Paladin does invis out of there, dude. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Cheap shot onto Atha right now. Abomination coming in with a parry to follow. Athaman just looking to try to see if he can run away from the guy. A-bomb does have advantage if he wants to. Pop that parry maybe a little bit too early. Hodge onto the rogue. He does check it out. Atha trying to see if we can get him hit with a pretty hard Breath of the Dying. Oh, Bob for Atha. Does Abomination have Crucible or Breath of the Dying? That still could go through. Athaman not really healing himself that much. Dampening 31%. Athaman is the last one on his team. Gonna be Blade Rush by Abomination, has Cloak of Shadows and everything. Athaman trying not to get a cast off, trying not to get kicked on it. Gouged by Abomination for a second, looking for those tentacle slaps to come out. If he gets those tentacle slaps just like he did right now, they could be huge. Disarm onto Atha. He doesn't really have a lot except Shield of Vengeance, so he's gonna hand the freedom out of here while trying to get a slow on the rogue. Abomination versus Athaman. Atha needs to stop the A-bomb, or Team A-bomb lives this one and wins this one. Cloak of Shadows came out by the rogue, blind into Athaman. He does not have. Looks like he doesn't even have adaptation. Looks like he is Relentless or normal Trinket at this point. Abomination does not get himself a clean restyle, was just trying to see if he can survive through the Shield of Vengeance. Atha does use Breath of the Dying. Not enough damage for him, even with wings up and running. A bomb hits him with a stun. Looks like to catch a reset. Maybe get Athaman in the sap to stop him from healing for a second. A bomb does have some cooldowns coming back very, very soon. Athaman does have himself Echoing Void. A bomb is just trying to wait it out for a little bit. even though that thing is nerfed. Cheap shot, super DR, Hodge onto A-bomb. Does Atherman have enough damage here? Trying to see if he might be able to go for it. Nope, goes for a heal instead. Disarm onto Ather. He might still be able to land one more global. Abomination bails the hell out of them. Might have to go for a complete re-heal, reset, recovery, rest, and a redo here. Wishes he had the Mage on his team in order to get the big heal off of it, because, you know, Mage food and whatnot, just could sit in stealth and eat. Atherman, did he pick up the eyes? It looks like Atherman did pick up the eyes. Look at 4. As a paladin is looking to smite the scourge off of this planet. Sap coming out. No adaptation for Ather, as you can see. No adapt. So what is Ather playing? I think he's playing Relent. He has to be playing Relent. I feel like he's just sending CC. Just a hair less, man. Let him recover. Game over. Yeah, if you let this rogue recover, that's going to be it. Ather needs to find him immediately. Ather does have bubble in about a minute, so you might be able to leverage that. He maybe has a human racial, we don't know. We actually can't see what trinkets are. Maybe he went for like a normal trinket setup, but A-bomb looks like he's going to be able to land the opener on the guy. If he just gets those 10 slaps to be back to back with his big procs, he might be in a really good position. Looks like he just wants to wait out the eyes maybe. Looks like he's going to open up with Gladiator's Breach for Ather immediately. Goes in Viz. And Abomination does get to hit him with all the spells he had for a second. But Ather does get to dive into invisibility. Stun onto Abomination. Trinkets out of it. Could get an interrupt onto Ather. Ather has a bubble in 20 seconds. Disarm onto Ather. He got himself wings up and running. The Abomination could be doing damage to this Shield of Vengeance right now. Just auto-attacking, but looks like he's going to be bailing out of there immediately. Does a bomb have Destrigat Trinket too? Because I feel like Destrigat Trinket and a bike is the best combo for rogues right now. Like all 3 specs of rogue. If you have the bike and Destrigat Trinket, that's burst right there, dude. Every single time you have a go, you can just throw one, then the other, and it's both. I think Destrigat's in a shorter cooldown, so you would want to use that first, then the bike, so you can rotate it. Big slaps coming out for Abomination. Atherman does have bubble if things ever go south. Parry coming out for the rogue. Trying to get some damage into Atherman is going to take off his own corruptions. Atherman got wings of his own, so this could be huge damage right here. Bomb does have vanish if things really ever go dire, so you could vanish out of here. Atherman trying to heal himself. Bomb just throwing everything at him. Bubble could be coming out of Ather any moment right now. Hodge into Abomination. Ather goes for Flash of Light, thinking at 51% dampening. I might want to get myself a little bit actually healing. Look at Sakai, the Abomination a little bit. Might have to bubble here really, really early. Abomination is gonna go massive. He's huge. Vanish as he sees Atherman going for the bubble. Looking like he wants to bail the hell out of it. Gonna go for his own, probably sipping cup as much as possible. Just try to get out of combat out of it immediately. Dude, his sipping cups and be able to make another one is just going to keep him afloat here. Atherman can just spam Flash of Light on himself the whole game. I feel like that rogue with those sipping cups just pops the sipping cup and just continues hammering damage into him. I think that's like the biggest advantage here. Atherman does stop the sap out of the rogue. He is trying to keep his distance away while no cooldowns are available. Does have feint if he wants to pre-feint some damage from Ather. Just continue to pistol shot him from a distance. Stuns him from afar with the Crucible to fall. Just continue to pistol the guy as much as possible. Big hammers flying by the Paladin with, oh my god, almost got huge damage onto A-bomb just now. Gouge into Ather. Does A-bomb have a way out of this now? Grapple hooking out of there. Even the slows keep hitting him. Huge Crucible onto Ather. In the bike to follow right to breaks the Shield of Vengeance so quickly. Oh my god, A-bomb is just still in there somehow. Has to trinket back up, has Cloaker Shadows back up. Atherman has a Blessing Protection in 20 seconds. This is the perfect opportunity for Abomination to get in there and truck him down as much as he can. And hopefully get Atherman low enough where Atherman does go for a bop. You hit him with a Crucible, double Crucible, and maybe some Tentacle Slaps. Looks like Ather is going to go for the Invis Trinket to see if he can surprise Abomination with eyes. He does see him Trinket coming out for the rogue. Abomination is getting Atherman stunned. Does hit him with the Disarm. Bop is available for Ather right now. Is going to go for the bop. Cloaker Shot is available for Abomination. Getting some damage into Ather. If he got any more magic damage, it should be perfect for him. Does he have Crucible to follow? Does he have anything whatsoever? He can get the Tentacle Slaps to proc through Bob. Atherman is super low on health. Gouge right now. Does Abomination have the stun available? Atherman might have a trinket available here. Abomination does have parry and advantage as well. Could get right at Ather. Ather tried to heal 63% dampening. None of them want to go down at all. Cheap shot by A-bomb with twisted appendage. Atherman kills the appendage right now. Short stun onto Ather. Trying to see if he can maybe get some damage onto A-bomb. A-bomb trying to cut him as much as possible. Parry is up and running. Atherman, does he have anything to follow? Vanish coming out by A-bomb. Blind onto Atherman. A-bomb got a blind at the very last second. Let's go for a reset here to keep Atherman low. Yep. saps him. He does get a swift cast in there for a second. A-bomb does go for a heal, dude. Look at his healing right now. He has percentage healing with this high dampening is still quite good. Cheap shot. Does he have enough? I think this is going to be his game to win right here. Between the eyes. Onto Atha. Technical slaps to follow. Right following. Another technical slap. A shield of vengeance is up. Hodge onto a bomb. Does Atha have the one to finish it up? Wings are up and running. Big damage right here. Oh my god. Atho ends up taking out Team Abomination. Oh my god, that was just a long game and neither one of them wanted to lose to the other. That was just so a back and forth, dude. The rogue having to go for resets, Atho waiting for the bubbles and bobs, man. It really came down to the wire at the end, dude. Damn, I like that one, dude. I actually enjoyed that one. Picatompa is ready? Alright, man, let's go. Canny's ready too? Okay. We can get Canny versus Picatompa, I guess. Yeah, Tompa versus Canny, Mage versus Mage. I think they're kind of fun. EU 146, 7, 8, 148 for now. Okay, boys, let me know if you have a group. What time is it? 6:45. If this next game is going to be as long as the last game, then it might be the last one for the night. But we'll see, boys. We'll see. I'm having a lot of fun with these, man. I was so close. You guys did so well at bombs, man. Team A-bomb did super well. Atha was pissed. Was he? I think Atha, that was rough. Dude, Atha, you played as well as you could, man. He should have opened on me at 20% HP. Yeah. In hindsight, it's like I should have done this. Oh, I should have done that. But in the moment, you guys played as well as you could, man. Let me go again. Yeah, I think it didn't go through. We got Canny. What's up, man? How you doing? Canny and Picatompa. I think I had one less P last time. 4 out of 5, can we get it like that? I would think it's better as a 5-5, man. But yeah, we could get you guys going to Pook if you guys get one more. Hey Dala, what's up, Nyang? How you doing, fam? Had nothing, but he gave me enough time to see back up. Dude, I just so close, right? So close. Next one, you guys got it. Real good fight. I liked it too, man. Opinions? What's up? Map? I want to say your name is. I don't know how to say your name. Is that? I think it's. Yeah, I don't actually know how to say your name. Is it Map IOC? I don't know how to say it. Is that Czech? Maybe? It looks kind of like Russian, but not quite. Greek? Probably not. I don't know. I want to say it's like Russian-ish. Alrighty, boys. Switch. Who do we got today? We got ourselves. Oh, Tasty coming back in here, huh? Let's take a look at Team Blue. Yo! Boy Type, my man, thank you so much for that beautiful membership. Appreciate you. Can we get a hashtag Boy Type in chat showing appreciation? What a wonderful membership. Boy Type, have fun spamming the living hell out of the emotes anytime you want to. Spam as much as you like, friend. Also, connect yourself on Discord to get a special role. Thank you so much. Appreciate the support, fam. Appreciate support. We got ourselves Team Blue with Gandan. We got ourselves Kim Jong-un. We got ourselves Surprises. Daenerys. Haven't you been here before? And we got ourselves Devilic back in. Oh, let's go. We got Team Candy on Team Red with Fortune in the back. Toasty. Oh, I think he's meaning business. I think he's going to destroy this. And look at his weapon, dude. It's a dragon head. I think he's got to be destroyed for this point. Tasty is going to be going up first. Zabbix in the back as well. Tasty, though, versus Kim Jong-un. Already, you're going to put Tasty against the Monk in the opener. Kim Jong just trying to see if he can get it set up onto Tasty. Going to be light and last. Does shrink it a little bit late. Decided, you know what? I'm an orc. Maybe I can set it a little bit longer. Nope. Gonna get in there. Already sitting at less than half health. Might have to be Carmine out of here. I think he just lined up a touch of death on Tasty just now. Tasty is up above him. Kim Jong-un is trying to min-max the damage on Tasty. Does drop a meteor to John. Oh my god. He actually snuck the damage. Let the pet obliterate the guy and hit him with a big execute post meteor. Kim Jong probably thought, like, you know what? He's not hitting me. I'm fisting him. I'm fisting the guy while the pet is wailing on him, dude. That fire alley is quite good. What's up, Jummy? Oh my goodness. Give me some blood. Can we get a hashtag Jummy in chat show and appreciation for the wonderful donor? My man, Swarley. Appreciate you, my guy. Hashtag Swarley, dude. I'm so bad with names. Just hashtag Swarley. Swarley, boys. Yo, back to the duel. Tasty getting a big old knockback onto who is the competitor. It's going to be Gandalfar next. Tasty popping on the wall right now. Just having to kite the Demon Hunter quite a bit. Looking like he's actually under a lot of pressure. Stunned by the Demon Hunter. Does get the... What? He got his Earth Elemental up, and I think he got a second wall from the Earth Ellie. And he kind of just got one shot. He was low on health. I don't even know what killed him. I'll be honest. I will need to look back through that, but that was tasty. I don't even know what happened. What? It's gonna be in prison onto Zabbix as Gandalfar does land the kill onto Tasty, which I'm not really sure what happened. Did he hit him with the Destiny Gap Trinket and a... Did he just crit on his Breath of a Dying or something? I think that might have what happened. Gonna be Shadow's Dance coming out for Zabbix. He's continuing to force pressure into the Demon Hunter. Does drop down Darkness to deal with the Rogue. He's actually gonna charge right into the Smoke Bomb out of his own Darkness. Gandalfar looking to get himself a setup onto the Rogue. Does catch a reset for a second. Cheap Shot to follow. Does he go for Cheap Shots back to back? Shadows have Cheap Shot maybe. Continue to spam those Shadow Strikes in there, but no Cheap Shots or Kidney Shots out of this Rogue. Gonna be a stun lock for Gandalfar, which is perfect. Blind onto the Demon Hunter, and looks like the Rogue is just gonna go for a reset. Gandalfar has nothing but blur available, so if you can somehow pre-blur any damage out of the Rogue, then it might be in a good spot. I have no idea. Oh, it does get you out of stealth, I think. So Zabbix did get caught out of stealth with that first. I was gonna say, like, how did you not get caught out of stealth? I feel like you should have put him in combat. Double wall, by the way, just sad. Was it corruptions? Did you just get a crazy proc or something? That's insane. That double wall too, yeah, because I saw the double wall. That was insane. I really gotta look through that again, dude. I gotta look through that again. Zabbix did pop a cloak against Gandalfar. I'm sorry, boys. I keep trying to rationalize Chase's duel still in my head while this one is going on. I'll try to concentrate. Sap onto the DH. It looks like Zabbix actually has him in a good situation. He's not at full health. He's like close to half-ish health. Cheap Shots are coming out. Should be quite a bit of damage out of the Rogue right now if he's able to I-beam by Gandalfar to follow. It's actually going to go using Crucible's defensively to maintain himself. Getting the shot, it looks like Zabbix is actually out of steam. Has more Shadow Strikes, but really the CC chains are no longer there. He kind of used all his stuns as best as he could. Not going to be able to lock down the Demon Hunter anymore. Looking like he wants to just Shadow Step and book it out of there. Does have a Vanish, trying to save his Vanish as best as he can. Might decide to use Vanish here, and he does. If he catches one more reset onto Gandalfar, he might be good. Gandalfar actually trying to stay proactive. Is going to catch him in combat and catch him out of stealth. Cheap Shot, and Zabbix is going to have to go for even more CC resets until all the DRs are out. Does get himself a restealth and a sap. Zabbix, this is the opportunity, my man. Hopefully you have your rotation down and nailed at this point. And Gandalfar is quite a low. Cheap Shot, super DR. I don't think it's going to be happening here. It looks like Gandalfar is going to be able to actually play the game. Zabbix is again on the back foot. Kidney Shot again. Actually out of all CC and no Vanish available, no blind, does have evasion. And that's where Gandalfar can actually press the offensive right now. Zabbix does catch a reset for a second, using Shadow Mail being a Night Elf, but he's still not really doing him all that good. He's still somehow surviving. Gandalfar just needs to go and eliminate him. He does have the cloak proccing for him right now. Stun onto Zabbix. He is going to trick it out of a blind backup for Zabbix. I'm actually surprised his blind is back up that early. Has it really been 2 minutes? I guess it has been. So Gandalfar is going to get reset on. Wow, I guess this duel has been going on for a while. I'm actually surprised that it's been 2 minutes. Because he blinded him, it felt like only like 10 seconds ago. Is this me? Here, motherfucker getting shot on cheap. Yeah, I probably should maybe adjust his strategy here. Maybe open up with a Kidney Shot to get himself the most amount of stun rotation and Cheap Shot to continue the eviscerates, because he wants to do the damage. Shadow Strikes on its own do good damage, but I would bank more on eviscerates. Zabbix is going to pop a Cloak of Shadows as well as Smoke Bomb. Gandalfar is not going to be afraid to get back into the Smoke Bomb. Having a little bit of a issue with the rail. Does get hit with a resap though. Zabbix still going for that CC chains. Well, Sabs is trying to be flashy here. He's trying to go for a lot of shots. Kidney Shot does land finally. Does Zabbix have the big damage to follow up? Maybe here. Breath of the Dying does come out maybe a little bit too early. Metamorphosis coming out for Gandalfar. I-beam right after. Does get interrupted. Could be Zabbix and Gandalfar any game right now. Zabbix super low in health, and Gandalfar does take him out. Wow, did that duel between those two last quite a bit? I guess it did, huh? Fortune is going to be up next as a monk versus Gandalfar. Looking to add the Demon Hunters here ASAP. Stun onto Fortune. Trick us out of it immediately. He's going to get a touch of death with an incap onto Gandalfar. Where is he even? Oh, he's over here. Okay, with the Blade Dance, he does move out of frame a little bit. Going to be Big Fist of Fury. I think it's going to be a big touch of death. Gandalfar does almost survive this. Almost survive it long enough to get himself a Darkness to drop down to absorb the touch of death, but still barely any health left, dude. I think it's done for the count. Yep. Forge just need to get back in there, quick jab and out of there, man. Just a quick pow right in the face. Out. Done. He's out for the night now, dude. His lights out. Who's up next? Either going to be surprises, Daenerys, or Devilic is going to be up next. Wait, whoa. Devilic wants to go? No. Oh, okay. He's going to be up. Devilic, the Caster Slayer, dude. This is what I'm going to give him. Devilic, the Caster Slayer, does get the stun and the I-beam opener onto Fortune. Fortune's gonna go for the ink cap, and I guess he's gonna kite a little bit until he has himself a leg sweep wombo combo. Needs to get the images up and running. It's gonna be a nice imprison onto Fortune. He's trying to move out of the way. Fist of Fury dual lock. Devlik out for a second, goes for a short stun after, and a metamorphosis. I think Devlik is where he wants to commit a lot of the damage. Karma coming out for Fortune, trying to min-max the value of that Karma. He's like, you know what? He's got metamorphosis. He's not gonna want to hit me while Karma is up and running. Does hit a disarm on the Demon Hunter. It's gonna port out of there, man. Fortune porting again. It's gonna go for a bit of a reset there. Devlik does have metamorphosis up and running for a little bit longer. The timer is running out. Stun to Fortune is able to get the big blade dance to follow. Fortune's actually rotating out. Diffuse magic? I don't really know a lot of casts that you can actually diffuse from Devlik. He does have, he did have for a little bit of time, Immolation Aura. So I guess you could diffuse that. Fortune does force a trick out of Devlik, which is perfect because the next stun lock he has, if he has a touch of death and a set of images with Storm Earth and Fire, he'll be in a perfect position. This is where Devlik, I feel like, needs to get offensive while Metamorphosis is up. Looks like Metamorphosis does go down, and the Ring of Peace isn't giving him a good opportunity to catch up to Fortune. Fortune actually gonna go for the human racial trick out of this, and Twisted Appendage is slashing and nabbing itself onto Devlik. He actually is disarmed. He can't kill those Twisted Appendages easily. Dropping Darkness down as Fortune's about to roll out of it. Does hit him with a stun. Fortune did pop a wall here. He's not gonna have that wall. Health Trinket wombo combo for a massive touch of death, but he still should be able to get himself quite a bit of damage, especially if he keeps Devlik's health low. Devlik can only recover health every time he has Crucible, which I don't think he's running here, or every time he has Metamorphosis, is able to get some damage into Fortune. Fortune is not gonna see a Trinket for a while, by the way. It's gonna be maybe about another minute before he sees a Trinket. Fist of Fury locking out the Demon Hunter for a moment, does not have mobility to get out, has to fly up in the air and get some freebie damage onto Fortune. The percentage hits are hitting him quite hard. He's going to be able to reposition behind the pillar though. 8 minutes and almost 9 minutes actually at this point. 25% of the dampening. Devlik is still not looking all that healthy. His health is not improving at all. He needs to find a way to heal himself. Next time he has Metamorphosis or anything, needs to just go ham, but Karma for Fortune is going to make it much harder. Looks like Fortune is going to get hit with a stun. I've been going out for Devlik. Maybe he'll go for a hit and run strat. Looks like he did hit him, and now he's trying to go for the run. Fortune is going to increase his own health by quite a bit. Is he going for the touch of death right now? He is going to go for big Fist of Fury. Big damage to Devlik. Does end up capping him out with a Whirling Dragon Punch. Daenerys is up next, getting hit with an immediate disarm. Man, that's gonna be Appendage latching onto him immediately. Look at the amount of damage that Appendage just did. Daenerys is sitting at 60% health with Fortune barely touching him, and now he's actually out in the open with Appendage still continuing to hit him. Daenerys could literally just melt to appendages completely. Does Fortune have like double appendage playstyle? Does drop a comment to Daenerys. He realizes that. He's like, you know what? I gotta stop hitting him. I gotta stop hitting him immediately. I'm just gonna hurt myself in the end. Fortune just needs another appendage. That's it, dude. It just appendages. Just, I mean, Fortune was already pretty busted OP as a monk. He's already pretty goddamn good as it is. But the appendages, he's actually, I think, unstoppable if he plays it right. That's gonna be a Fist of Fury, locking him down. Oh wait, no, Daenerys somehow still alive. He's gonna throw a glaive in there. Does not have a self heal available. Fortune, if he has that Breath of the Dying right now, he could slap that execute on Daenerys. Does he have it? He would have. It better would be if he were to get it, because he'd be able to use it on Surprise the Rogue. Now, is he gonna be able to though? Incap? Does he have it? Trinket out of Daenerys? Not still an incap? Looks like Fortune is still sticking to that Conflict of Strife playstyle. Not going to be playing Breath of the Dying, although he might want to consider it, dude. It does quite a bit of damage. And it is quite good with monks and synergizes with them well. Surprise up next, going to hit with the disarm immediately. What a fancy Mog you got going on. He played Assassination, I think he is. It looks like there's a Vendetta onto Fortune. Looking like he wants the Tigers lost out of there. It's going to actually dispel the poisons, but they keep getting reapplied. It's going to wall this damage, porting away from Surprises while Evasion is up for the Rogue. And Fortune is looking not to mess with him while Vendetta is up and running. He doesn't have a Trinket for a while. So Fortune is actually in quite a bad spot. If Surprise does get him low enough, it actually could be game. Won't have Vendetta, but if he does still have the damage and gets quite good procs, maybe even throws a bike at Fortune, then he'd be in a good spot. It looks like Surprise is just going to go for a reset. Fortune given the opportunity to catch a bunch of Vivifies, picking up the ice, he can incap the Rogue before he lands the opener on him if at all possible. He's going to go for a Ring of Peace to boop him out of the way, and Surprise is looking to catch another reset. Hopefully Surprise has himself a setup, man. Anything. Because he could have some in here. Fortune, 30 seconds left until he has a Trinket back up. He's human racial. Does have Karma. Gonna be a sapper to Fortune. Does pick up the eyes too. The Surprise has a big burst right here. Oh, touch of death coming out a little bit earlier. On to Surprise. Looks like, does he have a trinket? He does not. Gonna be electric. I think Fortune's just gonna try to see if he can all in him in a single go. Big kicks to safety trinket does keep him alive. Gonna shut does connect to Fortune. He's gonna go for that breath of it dying, letting the dots kind of rot and dot him. Karma could be coming out for Fortune in a moment. Surprise is super low in health. Advantage does come out. Fortune trying to see if he can AoE him out. Does he get to find him? He does not. Goes for a porting throughout the full arena, trying to see if he can juke out the rogue in case the rogue does chase after him. Surprise all the way on the other side of the arena. Doesn't have mage food. All he has is concoctions. Maybe he'll have to wait until next Vendetta. Gonna be a trinket available for Fortune, so he essentially needs to get the trinket out of Fortune and then maybe blind him and reset. That's essentially all he can do. Essentially. I think Fortune sees exactly where he's at. Try to hit him with a Ring of Peace. Oh, yeah, at least he knows more or less where he's at. He's got a good guess. Both of the eyes have been used up. 12 minutes in, 46 dampening here, boys. What can you really do at this point? Surprise has a trinket back up, evasion coming back up. He needs to get a trinket out of Fortune, blind him, reset, and then go again. Fortune is going to still hold on to that karma that he had from the beginning. Has wall back up. Probably has a health trinket increase, the Battle Master trinket. So it's actually just geared to the teeth, dude. He's actually ready for anything. Is Surprise actually going to sit in stealth the whole time? Okay, you know what, boys? I love me some rogues, but I really do not like this here when a rogue sits in stealth. I understand that, like, you know what, I want to be prepared. They have a lot of cooldowns. They are a monk. But, like, sitting in stealth all day and then drinking on Kool-Aid, just, I don't know, dude. It just, it's just like, rogues. It's like, it's my people, dude. It's my people, I know, but gonna be a trick out of Surprises as he gets a killer shot onto Fortune that just an appendage does latch on, and Fortune barely got a hit on Surprise. That tentacle still continues. Oh, he still get attacked by it, dude. He's still jumping, and the tentacle continues to tag him, just making it harder and harder for himself. Fortune still has not trinketed. Disarm coming out onto Surprises as he maybe got some damage rolling there. Not gonna be able to do anything with it. Fortune picking up the eyes in case the rogue tries to sneak up and pull a fast one on him. It's gonna ring a piece him, booping him out of this. Surprises, I mean, he's trying to be sneaky, he's trying to be stealthy, but he's not surprising Fortune at all. He knows exactly every one of his tricks, essentially. Is gonna hit him with a Fist of Fury before the guy can even land anything, getting parried on every hit. Get a shot coming on to Fortune. He does pretty well. It was super DR'd or maybe low calm points used on it. Surprise has evasion rolling though. Does he go for a Vendetta? He actually goes for a Vendetta onto Fortune with a Breath of Dalaran. Verifies it coming out. Does he go interrupting? He does not. Fortune is just waiting for that touch of death to take out Surprise at this point. He just put up a touch of death. He was like, alright, I'm just gonna live it. Ow, fuck. I hit the mic. Sorry. I don't know if that made a weird sound, but that's literally what he did at the end. It's just touch of death. Let him wait, let him wait, let him wait, and pa. God damn. Surprise, surprise. I know, right? I tried to find the best solution. Looked into like 15, didn't find it. IRL store. I don't know what that is, man. What's up, dude? How you doing, my man? Rogue is cutting pizza time. Dude, his Rogue. It is pizza time, boys. I do have a pizza waiting for me. So what I have for tonight is a pizza called The Works. It has everything on it. It has green peppers. It has all the meats in the world. It has olives. You know, I just like loaded my pizza up, dude. Everything but the kitchen sink. The Works. Cheese sticks on the side. And they got this new thing. It's like jalapeno wraps. It's like a... think like a... It's like this bread thing, and on the inside is cheese and jalapenos. I think spices. I'm gonna try that tonight, dude. I'm a huge fan of jalapenos, so that should be pretty good. It is actually pizza time, boys. I think we're gonna call it there, dude. I think we had quite a bit of amazing duels tonight. We had quite a bit of duels, and I've enjoyed every single one of them. That was super, super enjoyable. I actually enjoyed the hell out of it, man. What's up, Lucas? How you doing, dude? They canceled, oh no, man. Oh no, that's not fun. That's unfortunate. The GK has like 165k, my breath, he barely hit him. Really? It crit him for 165. That's incredible. Oh lordy. Alright, boys. Thank you so much, A-Bomb crew. I appreciate you, man. Yo, you said you were ready to go, man. We're gonna have to do it next week, A-Bomb crew, alright? We can get you guys first if you guys are there, man. Because you guys have been surrounded. We can have the A-Bomb crew go first next time. How does that sound, man? I gotta get some food. I gotta get some editing. Got a lot of videos to get through, man. I like Red Survive more. You do? Yeah? Yeah, can you see the corruption damage from the monk? I can see a little bit from overall. That's all the games. Yeah, Mindflay does quite a bit of damage. It doesn't show like that one game. It kind of collects all the games. Yeah, it just collects it as one game overall. Reaping Flames, geez, it actually hit quite a bit there, didn't it? Reaping Flames does quite a lot of damage. But yeah, I can see the Mind Flame. We all know Mind Flame is a really, really strong corruption. I think it's probably the best one in PvP. Even Abomination got it a couple times. Lash of the Void, it does a bit of damage, but not nearly as much as Mind Flame. Mind Flame can just melt you. Stars can also be really bad, but I would say Mind Flame is a lot more deadly. I'd say the Mind Flame one is even deadlier just because it kind of does a lot of damage. And Blizzard like lets the corruption do a lot of damage because you can kill it, right? Essentially, the thing about it is like, well, you just walk up and kill it. It should do a lot of damage, but it has very little health. But if you get locked down and stun, yeah, you can just kind of free cast kind of deal. So I think that's how Blizzard rationalized it. Stars can definitely be bad, but at least stars can be like dispelled. And it can hit pets, so like if you have a pet class, it can just hit anything at random. Like you can focus down the mage, but it keeps hitting the healer, and it's like you don't really ever get the pressure. Technical one is actually pretty good, but that's what I've been using when I pushed. But I want to try to see if Outland stars can work pretty well. I think I actually was doing quite a bit of damage. Just like the playstyle of AoE pressure. I don't like this corruption game. Yeah, I feel like it's still possible. You can still win without corruptions though. You could definitely still do well without good corruptions. Like, I mean, I pushed up to 2200 and I have the footage. The only corruption that I had was what Abon was running, the Lash of the Void. That one is a good corruption. I wouldn't say it's the strongest out of the bunch though. I would say one of the strongest are Stars or Mind Flame. Stars is insanely good for a class that's all about haste. So if you stack a lot of haste, it procs quite a lot. Mind Flame also procs quite a lot with high haste, but even with low haste, it does a lot of damage. With cross CC, it's like you can't kill it because you're CC'd. Lash of the Void just like random slabs the enemy in front of you. It can proc and it can do quite a bit. And yeah, it definitely did quite a bit of damage in some of my other games. But compared to the other ones, like, it's still strong. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm biased just because I have it, you know what I mean? I try to check myself and stuff like that. But I feel like it doesn't do nearly as much as a Mind Flay or Stars. And I push 2200 with it. I think corruptions allow classes that are like generally not good to do well, and that's what I like about them. I also think corruptions do well because it does a lot of damage. It's silly, yeah, but again, I'd rather have more fun with it. They need to bring back set bonus of PvP vendors. Dude, I'm hoping that's a big project for Blizzard in the next patch, man. Because I would love to just go to a PvP vendor and buy the PvP helmet right now. Because it has the best Azeroth traits for me. I would love to go to an Azeroth vendor and buy PvP helmet. But I have to wait a couple of weeks until Azeroth helmets are available. And then I gotta wait for the trophy reward. What if you could just buy a helm and you could upgrade a specific piece to like the highest item level? With like Conquest. And just spend Conquest however you like. I think it would have been great. It's completely PvE. I wouldn't say it's completely PvE. No, I think there's definitely still PvP aspects to the game. I wouldn't say it's completely PvE now. You know what I mean? You can't just like, if you're bad at your class and you put on stars and you run into arenas and you have no idea what you're doing and you're just like, let's say Demon Hunter just spamming Chaos Strikes. Will there be some games you'll just win because damage? Yes, at like 1500 MMR. But at high MMR, people play around it. There is play around corruptions. There are some key situations where it's like the whole team is cross CC'd and somebody gets a random channel proc. Yeah, that could happen, but I feel like that's just as common as a Death Knight getting like for 10 seconds 100% crit chance on abilities. Just procs that everything crits back to back to back because it's all RNG. You know what I mean? You gotta do a raid on plus to be competitive. Nope, you could just do PvP. If you want to get gear for PvP like corruptions, just get caps and conquest for PvP, man. Just get caps and conquest. I do think that 2s and 3s should drop more gear though. I do think that 2v2s and 3v3s should drop gear like every 2 games or every 5 games or something like that, right? Every 5 games, you got a piece. Doesn't matter what it is. Because some of those games, especially at higher MMR, are just as hard as like a really high key for Mythic Plus. You know what I mean? That's how I feel, dude. Like, the higher your MMR, the less games it takes for you to get a guaranteed drop. So let's say you're like just casual playing at 1500. Let's say it's every 7 games that a piece of gear drops at 1400. But you get a lot of fast games and they end pretty quick and whatever. But if you're like on a high MMR, like 2300 or something, every 2-3 games a piece of gear drops or something. I think that's how it should be, dude. Like if you're at that high level, let's say you just like started a character that's like has no gear, but you're really good at the game, and you play with your friend, and you guys end up at a higher bracket, you should be able to gear yourself through that very quickly. You just start throwing gear at you, because every other system in the game throws gear at you. I feel like PvP, like arenas in particular, should just start chucking gear at you. I feel like that would feel a lot better, you know what I mean? If they're not going to add a vendor for you to just buy from points that you collect, just throw more gear at you. Get Peekaboo for this insane 1v5. Tomorrow's NA, if somebody's a viewer of his and wants to get him like to log on, that'd be great, but I don't have like contact info with Pika, dude. I don't actually know the guy or anything, you know what I mean? No method to buy the game of country, so I really can't answer that. I have no method to buy the game of country. I'm sorry about that, man. When you corrupted in BOE items a while later became okay, I will give you that. There is BOEs. You can technically buy pay to win. That is weird. I feel like Blizzard shouldn't have allowed you to put up corruptions on BOE. Because look, that is true, Lucas. I think you've probably seen Preach's video on that, right? You probably watch Preach. Or maybe you don't. But Preach talked about how you could actually buy corruptions on the auction house. That is weird in my opinion. I agree with you on that. I feel like Blizzard should take away like all you could put normal BOEs, but if you got a corrupted BOE, you shouldn't be able to put in the auction house. But essentially, you can go buy yourself a WoW token and buy. Let me see what kind of busted corruptions do they have on the auction house. Let's just take a look, man. Let's just take a look. I actually am interested. Let's go for cloth pieces. Anything that like a mage would use. Maximum item level. Like 475. There's 14 available 460s. What do they have any corruption? Dude, look at this. Ooze. You can literally buy ooze. You can buy stars for 50 corruption. You can buy mind flip for 66 in PvP with this thing, dude. And that's a lot of haste. You can get crit. You can literally just go buy this. Just a mill. And you got yourself a big corruption. It is a little silly though. Leech. I guess leech if you want to heal. Let me see leather stuff, dude. Let me see some leather pieces. Boots. There actually is not a lot on this server. Somebody's already bidding on them. Echo and Void. Let me see the 460. It seems like all the 475s have been bought. Twilight Devastation for a tank. 50 corruption stars with a socket. Oh, haste. Another stars for 20. So essentially, you're right. I haven't really seen that be that much of an issue because not a lot of people have this insane golden WoW. And I haven't really seen like the WoW token like drop in price. I feel like if it was bought out often, if people were buying up and putting tokens in the auction house, the price would lower. But I haven't seen that happen yet. So technically, you can do that, but I haven't seen anybody abuse it. You know? So in a sense, I do agree with you. I just have not seen anybody abuse it yet to like a level where it's like a big issue. You know what I mean? Like I would say, like take almost any other game, take fucking Fortnite and talk about how predatory they are with all the microtransactions and loot boxes upon loot boxes. I don't know if Fortnite actually has loot boxes, but take any game that has loot boxes. I would say they're probably in a much worse position than WoW with corruptions. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I haven't seen that be an issue yet. I feel like if it was an issue, you'd hear about it. Just a mill, I never had a mill. Yeah, but like essentially if you are talking about like a big issue with it, I'm pretty sure we would have seen the prices of WoW token dip super low because there's so many people buying it up because they're just trying to buy the best gear, but we haven't seen it. Take 10 tokens to just get just a middle of gear. Yeah, but what I'm saying is we haven't really seen like somebody who would be like, so there's like a term, there's a term that like people use for like microtransaction stuff, like a whale. Somebody who will just will whale in a fuckload of money into something. Like a lot of money into a game or like usually with like phone games or something. But I personally haven't heard about this being a big issue yet. Could be. It is silly, but I haven't really seen that be that much of an issue. Like somebody goes, buys the best corruptions and goes to PvP. I would love to see this though. Somebody decided to spend like, let's say $200 into WoW. Like some Swifty money right there, dude. Swifty, because Swifty spent like $200 into WoW in a single setting once. I think just buying tokens. But somebody buys $200 worth into WoW, buys the best corruptions of the auction house, rings, pants, whatever class they are. Never had PvP experience. Pairs up with like some healer friend or something, and just goes in and any class of choice, Demon Hunter, and just goes and just does PvE rotations, no CC, and trucks like Gladiator plays down to 2400. I would love to see something like that. But we haven't seen something like that before, have we? I would love to though. I would love it, because then it would be like, wow, now we know there's really an issue. But I feel like there's still play around it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just trying to find a way to look at corruptions in a positive light, but you know, I just personally don't feel like there's that much of an issue. I almost spent 400, and you want to even know, wow, what'd you spend money on? What'd you buy? What's up, Show WW? How you doing, man? Time for Domino's? Papa John's, actually. I'm a Papa John's guy. But Domino's, I don't mind either. In Legion, I had nearly 10 million. Changed it all to Blizzard Bounce. I thought I bought abundance of chests for Overwatch, HOTS, and the games that Diablo, StarCraft, anything. Yeah, that's actually kind of funny, honestly. But I think with that balance, you can actually just buy like WoW game, yeah? WoW games. I think that's kind of cool that you can actually make gold in WoW and buy other things on Blizzard stuff. You know what I mean? There's a Blizzard balance because you can just buy games and stuff, man. You know what I mean? Are the A-Bomb bags boys still here? A-Bomb boys are still here. What's up, guys? How you doing? Does this guy have the same mod as the NPC? He does have the same similar mod as the NPC. It's close. Actually, he probably does have exactly the same one. Is that a lot of fun? I think so, dude. I think so. But yeah, I seriously would love to see somebody, dude, to get just a bunch of tokens bought, buy the best corruptions, and just grind with like a random healer that actually knows how to play the game in PvP. But like take some dude who's a noob, just buys 2400 essentially. I think it'd be hilarious just going against gladiator players, does no CC as a demon hunter, and just shits on people. We haven't seen that happen yet, but I'd love to. Because I think it'd be, I think it would be definitive proof as like, yes, corruptions were. I think it would be definitive proof that corruptions are a problem. Can I find a girl for 511 video on it? We're done for the night, Cry. I appreciate you though, man. With great power comes great pizza time. You're right, boys. Pizza time. Thank you guys so much for coming by the stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. Had a lot of fun with you boys over in EU. Those all are going to be videos on the channel. Thank you guys so much for coming by. Appreciate all of you. And I'll see all of you boys in another stream. Peace. Well, oh, no, wrong one. I forgot. I don't actually have a hotkey to end the stream to the end screen. I forgot that I need to like click it. Anyway, peace.
What's all this for? It's got me turned around, but I can't ignore the feelings that I found in this whole damn thing that we got going. You hold the strings without me knowing. Why do I have to suffer through the thinking? Why do I have the feeling that we're sinking? I need to find